Hey, yo, stop playing with me. I'm back. I'm not even going to make y'all wait because we had a little blip at the beginning. We back. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego. And I'm back with some more boxing. Come in. Smash the like button. The realest chat. The realest cat. The realest back. I'm big, you gorilla black. Let's get it. What's up? Hey, yo. I said, hey, yo. Get my likes up. Man down is tell us man down. End results 10 more days. By the way, EJ and 9. Oh, we're going to talk about it. In this video, I'm going to talk about Terence Crawford's media day.
Let's go.
Vladimir's dad, what's up? I need y'all to get the likes up. That's all we should be doing. Starting the conversation. What is that? Hold on. Alexa, stop. That was super weird. Bro, Alexa started randomly playing Adele. Alexa, stop. Bro, I heard Adele in the other room. And I'm like, what is that noise? You know what I'm saying? Like, where? That was weird. I never had that happen. Yeah, get the likes up. Bro, Adele just came on in the other room randomly. Like, I'm trying to run the stream, tell y'all about this Terence Crawford media day, and then just Adele. I don't even know how I started playing, though. I ain't saying. Did I say anything about Adele on this stream? Y'all let me know. Because I don't remember anything that I said close to no damn Adele. Jay Stone, what's up? He said Jeff Bezos is watching. Man, I don't know who watching. They about to get bucked. They better stop watching. They about to get that work. Yeah, they gonna get that work they watching. Shout out to Ed Woodson. I mean, she do be looking right. Yeah, but that's weird when Adele just pop on, though. I ain't put that on. Anyway, I'm here to talk about the Terence Crawford Media Day. Y'all get my likes up. I don't feel like talking because the likes ain't where they need to be. I'm the king of boxing. Listen, I'm going to make y'all kiss the ring. I'm going to make y'all kiss the pinky ring. Get my likes up until I feel like talking. Yeah, I'm the king. Kiss the pinky ring. The pinky ring of boxing. How dare you mortals talk to me like that? I'm what y'all doing with the likes is deplorable. It's disgusting. I need y'all to smash all the likes. I don't even feel like talking to you. Oh, shout out to Kenya B. I might talk because Kenya B in here. Kenya's good people. But the rest of you scoundrels, get my likes up. I don't know what you thought this was. I'm bringing heat. The Bud Buddies mad. I'm bringing heat. Y'all gonna listen. Y'all gonna pay me for what I do. One way or the another. I'm getting paid. Listen, yeah, I'm gonna get paid. Listen, that's why it's so funny. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records, we get down, baby. We get down, baby. Man, Chris and Little Knee Feet. Hold on, I feel like Chris. Listen, I feel like Rockefeller in his prime. I feel like Chris and Little Knee Feet. Can't stop, won't stop. Bro, this is Rockefeller Records. You scoundrels, you hear me? I can't be stopped with a hot one like this, Timbo. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records, we get down, baby. We get down, baby. Michael Dangerfield, they playing with the likes. They a bunch of low down, dirty, rotten scoundrels. I'm the best in boxing history, the best in the business, and it's not even close. I don't even make it look close. I'm giving you guys quality. Do you hear me loud and clear? Brand new mic. Okay. Audio levels up. The quality is up. The persona, the personality is up. I'm giving you content. I'm giving you videos after videos, and ain't nobody doing it like me. Nobody. And we could compare checks. We can compare checks. Nobody in my field doing it like this. Okay. CPM crazy. Audience retention crazy. People watch the video. I'm putting out 17 minutes videos. They watching the whole thing to the end. Good to the last drop. Stop playing with me. Ego on this Muhammad Ali. Man, I am Muhammad Ali. I'm Muhammad Ali reincarnated of this boxing game. I shook up the world. I'm too fast. I'm too pretty. Bro, I promise you, they can't outwork me. There's nobody that can outwork me. You got a bunch of, other channels. They got teams of people. It's just me. I'm Drake. I'm working like I got a twin. Let's go. Bar for bar, line for line, one individual. There ain't nobody outworking me, bro. Your ego getting too big, dog. Block him. Get him out of here. I don't care what you talk about. It still ain't going to change nothing. Listen, that's the thing with you chumps. They say, oh, ego getting too big. Good. You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to do nothing to stop it. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Kenichi with the clap. Oh, just make it clap. Just make it clap. Oh, Kenichi, let her get some. Let her get some. See, this is the thing about a lot of you babies, you buster crybabies. Shout out to Kenichi for confirming the kill. If you look in the dictionary, it's called self-esteem. So none of yous can say anything when it comes to self-esteem. I know I'm the best. I don't care what you say. Oh, your ego's getting too big. That ain't gonna change nothing. I'm still gonna do it. Tomorrow I'm gonna come on, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm the best in the business. It's called self-esteem. This is not we esteem. This is not together. We're in this esteem. This is called self. This is how you feel about yourself. I know I'm the man. If you don't feel that way about yourself, then you got to look inward. Don't be mad at the next person. They know the work they put in. And I know these young boys can't beat me. That's what I do know. I know Ego's army is the strongest. Ego's army is that army, better yet the Navy. So if you ever play a hate me, then it ain't all gravy. I know what I bring to the table in any situation. Oh, your ego's getting too big. What that's supposed to? Was I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? I'm supposed to tone it down for you? I don't even know you, cuz dead homies. I don't even know you, so I ain't toning nothing down. This is me. You like it? You don't like it? I don't really care. Don't watch. Listen, especially the Bud Buddies. Listen, the Bud Buddies. I'm about to say some stuff. I'm about to get you. Let me get them. The Bud Buddies right now, because the biggest fight in boxing is Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Bravo. Great fight. The Bud Buddies is crying in there. They crying in my, oh, another Bud video. Oh, and I'm still getting paid, though. I'm going to keep doing the videos that are interesting, that keep getting views, that people are engaging with, that YouTube is putting in the algorithm and rewarding me for. If you do not like the content, that's great. This is called YouTube. You go find another channel that suits your needs. Oh, this guy never says anything good about Bud. First of all, that's false. I do say good stuff about Bud. The rest of the stuff I say is my honest opinion. You don't like it, you don't have to be here, because I don't care. Bro, I'm speaking the truth. If you don't like what I'm saying, you don't like the truth. And not one of y'all has proved to me with valid receipts that what I'm saying ain't true. So you guys can keep crying. It was crying in there. Y'all keep crying. Oh, this guy, he's against Crawford. I'm not against Crawford, but I'm against y'all scoundrels lying to me. The black channels. Dang you, Ego. You too good at this boxing. No cap. I try to tell you, bro, I made before I came in the game, boxing wasn't looking pretty. I whipped this. I'm like a personal shaper. Listen, I'm like a personal trainer. I whipped this game into shape. Why I gotta do Crawford like that, Ego? Do him like what? I didn't even say nothing. Y'all, listen, global warming. You'll be like, oh, Ego, why'd you do this? Why am I responsible for everything? If it's global war, recession, no, come on, Ego. High gas prices. Man, Ego, this gas. Like, why y'all blame me for anything that goes on in the world? I don't even understand that. Ego stay killing the game, boxing facts, spits it intellectually for the lames, and he damn entertaining. He stay killing it, bro. Oh, stay killing it, bro. You dig? I'm from the Bay, you feel me? Bro, appreciate you. Shout out to Romans. Bro, y'all blame me for everything. I posted a picture of Bud and his trainer, and y'all said, come on, why you do Bomac like that? Do him like what? They're like, you put two pictures of Bomac. Bro, if y'all must know, I literally couldn't do this side-by-side picture with one picture of Bomac because it didn't fit in the frame. If you must know, that's the only reason I did two. But why y'all blaming me for I posted a picture of Crawford and his trainer. How is that my fault? Whatever you feel about Team Crawford, bro, I promise you, they were blaming me for Bomac pictures. Look, bro, hold on. You see, I didn't want to do this, but y'all made me. Look, I posted a picture of Bomac and Crawford arriving to Vegas. They blame me. They're like, come on, why'd you do Bomac like that? What did I do? Y'all act like I fed him something. Like, what you mean? Why did I do Bomac like that? Y'all stupid. Y'all really is stupid. Blaming me for a Bomac picture that I didn't take. And they posted. They posted the video. Y'all like, come on, Ego. Why'd you do Bomac like that? I didn't do him like anything. I need to know how I get blamed for everything. That's all I'm trying to figure out. They talking about why Ego do Bomac like that. What did I do? The Crawford's his man's. What did I do? That's your father figure and trainer. How am I responsible? You feel me? Come on, bro. Listen, I told you, y'all dealing with a real one. My man Kamal said Ego is responsible for the California and Canadian wildfires. Apparently. Look, Majin Buu and all this. I didn't say that. Like, I didn't call the man all that. See, this what I'm saying with Crawford's team. They be getting mad when everybody's saying the same thing, but they mad at me. What you mad at? Like, you know what I'm saying? The Bud Buddies be mad at me. I guess because I speak it and I have a popping platform. You know what I mean? They mad because I post a picture of Crawford's team. Amazing stuff. Amazing. Shout out to Diacona. What's up with y'all? Shout out to Washington, D.C. Yeah, shout out to D.C. I see y'all. Smash the like button. Yeah, y'all blaming me for Bomac. What I got to do with Bomac? Like, what? Like, y'all don't blame me for Eddie Reynoso. I post pictures of him with Canelo. Y'all don't blame me for Derek James. But this is what I'm talking about with the Bud Buddies. I post pictures of Errol and his trainer, Derek James. I post pictures and videos of Canelo and his trainer, Eddie and Chepo Reynoso. I post pictures of Jermel and DJ. I post Kovalev and Buddy McGirt, whoever. I post pictures of I cover boxing. The Bud Buddies, I post a picture of Crawford and his trainer. They say, oh, come on, man. Why you do Bomac like that? Why did you do that to Bomac? You shouldn't have done it. Why did you post a picture? What? Why did I post a picture of Crawford and his trainer? Y'all stupid. You are deep down inside. You stupid. You're mad at me, a boxing content creator, for posting a picture of a fighter and his trainer 10 days before his fight. Got it. You're stupid. Y'all blame me for everything. Boss Red. Yeah, the money keep coming in. Yeah, y'all keep hating. The money keep coming in. Bomac looked like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. See, that's y'all saying that. I ain't saying nothing that. That's purely y'all. I don't get down like that. I ain't talking about the man and like, bro, whatever it is, it is. Like, I don't, I'm here covering boxing. Rick Meister 54. Shout out to Australia. Gang, gang. Hey, Ego, much love from Australia. Yeah, crikey, man, that's a knife. Yeah, shout out to my blokes in Australia, mate. Keep doing your thing. Haters are just mad because you speak the truth. Facts. Bro, I promise you the Bud Buddies done blame me for everything. Crawford could walk to the media day, trip on a rock, and they'd be like, come on, Ego. Like, what? Come on, Ego. Like, how's that my fault he tripped on a rock? But this is the level of stupidity that I'm seeing from some of the Bud Buddies. No matter what Crawford, like, I did a video this morning. We did like a light 20,000. It's about 20,000. It ain't even been a day, and you know what I mean? It's about 20,000 on a long video. So, we making a little coin off it. The video was about Terence Crawford flew to Vegas, has a media day today, which just happened, which is why you guys are gathered here. And he was sparring with some Olympians and bigger guys and guys from Uzbek. So your boy Ego, like, I don't know what people do for a living. Let me just break it down like this. I don't know what you guys do for a living, each and every one of you. I know my man New Meaning got a job and he serves. So shout out to all the veterans that watch my channel. So I know he's diligent and a hard worker. But I don't know what all y'all do for a living. But when it comes to boxing, this my bit. This is my sport. This is what I do. You're in my world. I don't have to be the boxer. You still in my world. I'm a content creator in the world of boxing. I create, just like the name suggests, content about boxing. So when I make a video to express my thoughts on YouTube about Crawford sparring with some Olympians and undefeated guys and guys with some knockout percentages that are bigger 10 days before the fight, you got to feel me. I'm a content creator. I'm here to open the floodgates and build the fight, right? The Bud Buddies are so delusional. The Bud Buddies are so fearful, evidently. They got mad because I posted a video, and I guess they don't follow boxing to understand what I was referring to. So I want to take some time, and then I'll get into Crawford's media day. The reason, in case you missed that video, please check it after this live stream. The reason that I posted the video is because he just flew to Vegas for fight week and like to acclimate. Fight week is next week. They fight next Saturday and it's midway through the week. So it's like 10 days away from the fight. This man is sparring against bigger undefeated guys. That's what the guys said. They posted the pictures, right? One of the guys is an Olympian, or a couple of them are Olympians or whatever. So the reason I made a video, I said it's interesting. It's an interesting decision for Crawford to be doing sparring with equal or bigger size guys, potentially hard sparring with undefeated guys so close to the fight. If you don't know boxing, just say that. If you do not know boxing, just say that. The reason why this is a point of interest for me is because I know a lot of fighters. They're usually making their weight cut for the last 10 days, relaxing, shakeouts, light sparring, doing some running, to stuff to ensure that they're getting the weight cut, and probably light sparring because it's called taper. It's called a taper. You're tapering down, just like when you get a taper and they blend the sides. You're tapering down because you've already done 8 to 10 weeks, 12 weeks, or whatever your training camp was of hard sparring, of cutting weight, of working out, blah, blase, blase, blah. So for Crawford to get to Vegas and then be back sparring, I said it was interesting. Maybe he's always done that. I don't know, but it is interesting to me because to each his own, that's not everybody's method where they're doing hard sparring. Another reason why this is important for me is because I really want to see this fight. So I do not want anything to go wrong before we get the fight. So if you do sparring that happens to be too tough, different things can happen. You could get cut in sparring. You're going to enter an Errol Spence fight with a cut. That's why you taper down. Some guys bring in like if it's a welterweight, they'll bring in like 140 guys, 135-pound lightweights, do shakeouts, just lighter sparring and move around a bit so they loose and fluid. So to be sparring with Olympians and undefeated guys, because Uzbekistan got some good fighters. There's a lot of good fighters from that region, right? So I just thought it was an interesting choice. The Bud Buddies got mad. Oh, come on, man. You're hating on Crawford. How am I hating? Because I'm telling you what's going on 10 days before the fight. You sound stupid. It's funny to me. Again, not every fighter is going to be doing sparring with bigger people this close to the fight, because this is also, you have to also keep in mind, this is your bag. This is going to be the most Crawford has ever made in any fight. So if you do too hard of sparring, anything could happen that would force you to withdraw from the fight late terms or whatever the case may be. Then you've potentially messed up your bag. That's not good. That's not good, nor do I want that to happen. I want to actually get an outcome, be done with this fight, and move on. That's what boxing needs. So that's why I said it was interesting. But the Bud Buddies, they don't understand boxing. So they're like, come on, you're just picking, you're hating. Bro, I'm not hating. I'm making an observation about what he's doing in his camp. Maybe he's always done that, and I've said that in the video. Maybe he always spars so close to the fight. I don't know, but I just hope nothing goes wrong. Or you know how like a fighter will lose and then be like, oh, in sparring, like Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia lose to Gervonta, and then he talking about, oh, my ribs, me ribs. Or Lomachenko lose his shoulder. I'm not trying to hear it, none of that. So I want the best version of Errol, the best version of Crawford, and then we get an outcome, and then we move on, period. So, again, I stand on what I said in that video. That's why the video's hot and it's 20,000 views, and I just dropped it this morning because it's an interesting conversation piece. That's what I'm here for. I'm a content creator. I don't give a if you don't like it. I don't care if you understand why I make it or you say, oh, you're hating. I don't care about none of that. That don't pay. Listen, y'all can hate on the channel all you want. It doesn't pay my bills. It don't pay my bills. Bro, anything can happen to sparring. Here's an example from Errol Spence. Errol Spence said he could have took a tune-up, which we know is the truth, like his nickname. He said, I did not take a tune-up with anybody because anything could happen. I could get a cut over my eye. So I wanted only Crawford. Despite putting myself at a disadvantage with inactivity, I only wanted Crawford because anything can happen. And that's from Errol Spence directly. So y'all say stupid stuff. Oh, Ego, you're not a boxer. Doesn't change what I'm saying. It doesn't change what I'm saying at all. Errol Spence just told you he only wanted Terence Bud Crawford because he didn't want to risk. He said, he literally said this to you, but y'all don't know boxing and y'all suck. Errol Spence told you, I literally could have got an easy payday or got a bag and fought Thurman or whoever, Omar Figueroa, whoever, a tune-up fight, an Avanesian like Crawford did, but I chose to hold out. I stayed at home. Me and the fam bam kicked it and went to Disneyland, do whatever we did, chilled on the ranch because I didn't want to risk it. I did not want to risk getting cut. I did not want to have anything happen. Like anything can happen in boxing. We know that. We've seen Virgil Ortiz, another welterweight, literally the week of his fight with Stanionis pulled out a second time. The fight's been canceled 3 times totally, 2 on behalf of Team Ortiz. Isam Jones said, facts, Ego, way too close to the fight, but looking for a way out. See, real, recognize real. You don't typically see for a major fight people doing hard sparring. So another thing, and I also said this in the video, is if you're doing hard sparring with bigger guys and all this stuff so close. See, y'all don't know boxing. That's why you say, oh, you're just hating. That's all y'all can say because you can't prove me wrong. I know boxers. I could call boxers right now. I be in the gym. Like, I've been around gold medalists and seen what they do in their routines and blah, blah, blah. So this ain't just talk. No more talk. Anywho, you're risking your bag by anything could happen. What if What if a person knocks you out in sparring? What if you get, remember them rumors about Anthony Joshua and Joey DeVecco, and they were saying he got knocked out or hurt in sparring, and then he lost his fight to Andy Ruiz. So I believe that could have been true. That Joey DeVecco sparring was either rough or he got hurt or buzzed or noticeably rocked, and then he went on to lose to Andy Ruiz Jr. The other thing that this says to me is maybe Crawford always does it, possibly. I don't recall, like if he was fighting David Avanesian, was he like doing hard sparring like the week of the fight? Like basically 7 days before the fight, 10 days before I don't know. I don't remember that. But here's the other thing that it could say. You don't feel like you've peaked, so you still got room to grow in such a little time. You're not like all the way sure of it. That's what it could mean. I'm just telling you from experience, that's what it could mean. Because, okay, put it this way. Let's say you had to do a driver's test at the DMV, and you have rehearsed every situation. You know how to parallel park, right? You know how to put your blinker on. You know how to answer all the test questions. You know how to drive. You know how to do freeway driving. If you get to the DMV, you're probably not going to be worried because, like me, if I go to the DMV right now and I had to retake a test for whatever reason, I'm not worried. I know how to drive. I'm not going to be practicing how to parallel. I know how to parallel park. You feel me? Like I could parallel park without the backup camera. Because I come from the old school where cars didn't have backup cameras. So you just actually had to drive and actually had to know how to parallel park in places like San Francisco, which is about 30, 35 minutes away from me in the Bay Area. Yee. Bro, in Frisco, you be in the dark alley trying to get into a club, and there's only one spot in this whole thing that's even remotely close that doesn't put you off course where you got to walk 10 blocks. So you take that spot. So when you live in the Bay Area, you got to know how to drive. You got to know how to drive because when you go to places like Oakland, you go to places like San Francisco, some of them parking spots be like completely full. There are not that many vacant spots, so you got to just, beggars can't be choosers. Larry June, hey, sock it to me. Y'all tripping. Bay Area, though. Bay Area versus everybody. You see what I'm saying? So you got to just learn how to drive. So anyway, if I do a driver's test, I'm not worried about it. Crawford is sparring 10 days before the fight. The other reason why it's interesting to me is because Crawford's whole team energy changed. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I am lying, I will delete my whatever the highest viewed video on my whole channel is, I'll delete it right now if I'm lying to you people. Crawford's team energy has changed. Let me explain. When Errol Spence and Crawford was just a proposed fight, no signed on the dotted line stuff, you've seen a lot of negativity from Team Crawford. They called Errol Spence a drunk idiot. Oh, I'm not the one who flew through a car. Oh, you're a drunk. You're an alcoholic. Terence Crawford, he said, I seen you at Disneyland and you're fat. Errol Spence is looking chizzy right now. Doesn't look fat. All that stuff is dead all of a sudden. All that angst and negativity. Now Crawford's on some kumbaya. Crawford on some kumbaya. His whole team on some kumbaya. They call Al Heyman gay. Listen, Crawford's mans call Al Heyman gay on tape, but that energy is not there. Not energy for YouTubers and other people. I'm talking about the energy for Errol Spence. You were in front of this man and you had all this energy on Twitter to call him like drunks and, oh, we gonna F this boy up, blase, blase, blah. It seems like that energy should just transfer if that's how you felt from the beginning. But instead, Crawford and his team, they've been pretty cool. They've been pretty cool towards Errol Spence. Terence Crawford's been on record, and he's saying stuff like, man, blacks shouldn't have to, why blacks gotta trash talk each other? Nah, I want to see that. I want to see the blacks trash talk each other. What you talking about? Crawford is now double backing and saying, why do blacks have to attack each other? and slap and push. Nah, slap Errol. I want to see that. Like, I want to see. I don't want to. Nah, keep that energy. I want to see the Twitter energy. That's, bro, your fight will go viral. You talking about, why the blacks got it. I want to see the black. Yeah, black on black crime. I'm trying to see that. I'm trying to see something. I'm Mikey Garcia. I see something. Why the energy change? Why the energy change talking about, we shouldn't have to push and slap? No, you should. Ryan Garcia was talking greasy, whether he won the fight with Tank or not. The kid, I give him props because he kept the same energy until he lost the fight. Listen, if I'm lying, I am flying. Shout out to that boy, Ryan Garcia. I can appreciate that Ryan Garcia to the end till he lost, and that's what you should do as a man. As a man, you should be the same person online or offline, right? Ryan Garcia truly stood on what until Tank proved him wrong, and that can happen. In combat sports, that can happen. You think you're better than someone, and they show you they're a better man. And then I had no problem with that. So Ryan sold the hell out of his side of the fight. Tank sold the hell out of his side of the fight. Crawford talking about, we shouldn't even have to promote. Why the blacks got it? Man, nah, bump that. We want to see the black on black. What you talking about? He's like, we shouldn't have to slap and push. Bro, I want to see you do these things. Like, why do it on Twitter, but then you don't do it in person? And then you say, we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to promote the fight like that. We're just the best versus the best. What? That's a complete 180 to how your whole team has acted when the fight wasn't signed. Come on, am I lying? Bro, am I lying that and this is the problem with Crawford's team. We literally listened to everything you said for the last 4-5 years, and it was different than what you're saying now. You said Errol was ducking you. Now you're saying Errol Spence, if you think either one of us ducked, you're stupid. What? You said it. What you mean, we stupid? How we stupid? Because you said it. This is the problem. This is why Crawford's team mad at me or whatever you want to call it. He now saying, resumes don't matter. Then why do you always talk about beating Ricky Burns? Why you talk about being undisputed? Man, stop playing. Oh, my gosh. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Why does Crawford talk about beating Gamboa nearly 10 years later if resumes don't matter? Why do you keep talking about you moved up 3 weight classes if resumes don't matter? Because that's what he told payperview.com. Why do you keep talking about being undisputed if resumes don't matter? Now, everybody knows that Sean Porter, Terence Crawford says Sean Porter got a better resume than both of them. Whatever. That's arguable. But Sean Porter lost to both of y'all too. And Errol got a better resume than you. Errol got a better resume than you, and you refuse to say that. So you bring up Sean Porter, who does have a great resume, but he lost to Errol. So even if you had Sean Porter at the top resume, Errol fought the same dudes that Sean Porter did for the most part. He sparred with Broner before. He beat Sean Porter. He fought Danny Garcia, and he tried to get Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman was like, Errol got to get a belt, and was in Nepal getting married and all that type of stuff. So Errol got a better resume. You should have just admitted that. I ain't talking about no Conor Ben. He eating egg salad sandwiches. What y'all talking about? Why should I talk about him? And he on the Eggs Benedict diet. I don't really care. Go eat some more eggs in the UK. Go eat some spotted dick in the UK. And listen, that's an actual dessert in the UK. They eat this thing. It's a dessert in a can. It's called spotted dick. YouTube, do not demonetize this video because I'm saying spotted dick because it's a dessert. This is not an obscenity. This is not explicit. I'm talking about the dessert spotted dick. Yeah, I said spotted dick. Listen, and YouTube can't do nothing about it. Because I'm not talking bad. I'm talking about literally in the UK, they like, oh yeah, mate, I just woke up, want me to some spotted dick. Bro, what? Pause, what? Bro, go to UK. I used to live there, bro. I used to live in England. I wasn't on the spotted dick though. You feel me? Bro, I held my own though. I wasn't on that spotted dick though. You feel me? Yeah, I used to live in England, bro. They was trying to get me. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'll eat the cereal. You feel me? Give me some Frosted Flakes. Yeah, I'll take the Frosted. They're great. I don't want no spotted. Yeah. Y'all be eating spotted it and then hating on me. Bro, I promise you. See, y'all think I be saying stuff. Look, what that say? I told you. What that say? That's a delicacy. Look, y'all think I just talk. Bro, I told you. What that say? That's what they on in the UK. Eddie Hearn and all them. Yeah, mate, could you pass the, like in America, we like, oh, can you pass the salt? In the UK, yeah, mate, could you pass the spotted dick? I want some spotted dick real quick with me pork and beans. What? Spotted dick and pork and beans? Bro, they eat pork and beans for breakfast. It's a whole different world out there, cuz. Dead homies. Listen, dead homies. It's a whole different world. Pork and beans. I ain't never ate no pork and beans. Bro, my family, we had some struggles. We eat like, you know what I mean, some fried bologna or something. We ain't ate no spotted dick and pork and beans for breakfast. Nah, y'all wildin' in the UK. Hey, the UK out here wildin', B. Yeah, I want some baked beans and eggs with franks and spotted dick. I want some Thomas English muffin. Could you pass the butter? It's got butter inside. Mum, could I have some spotted dick? What? Bro, the UK, nah, the UK down bad, bro. Off that. Bro, the worst thing is UK porn. Don't go to like Pornhub UK. Bro, I tried to watch a flick from the UK. It was so crazy. Who's your daddy? Bro, he was, who's your daddy, mate? Oh, yeah, you're slagging me. You're slagging me, ain't you? Your mum. Yeah. Bro, don't. Bro, please do not watch no UK Pornhub. Don't go to the UK hub. It sounds too. Oh, you bloody idiot. Bro, they grab it. You bloody wank. You want to bloody wank it, huh? You think? Wanting to stink and wanting me think. Bro, what? Yeah, I want to take you to Pound Town one more week, mate. One more week, you're slagging me, mate. Not that. Y'all can't even let me. Bro, I hate all y'all. Y'all can't even let me get this off. Hold on, I can't. Hey, get my likes up. Yo, you're slagging. Oh, yeah, bloody. Oh, I want to grab your bloody throat. What? Bro, like, who's the UK Wesley Pipes? Liam Pipes. Oh, yeah, mate. Bro. Bro, that Wesley Pipes is the funniest porn star in history, bro. Because he really be, oh, yeah, all the way. Bro, you forget you're even watching the flick. Bro, if you watch the Wesley Pipes, you don't even remember what you even doing, bro, because he be talking so crazy. Oh, yeah, big girls getting, oh, yeah, you love it. Like, bro, he be talking too crazy. Hold on, shout out to Wesley Pipes, though, pause. Wesley was a minute. Hey, yo, nasty. Yeah, make it juicy. Bro, bro, you can't be that horny, bro. This man sound like he just got out of prison. Like, there ain't no way you that horny. On dead homies, you can't be that horny, though. Oh, juicy. Juice me up. Orange Julius. Or, like, bro, you know how niggas be nasty, right? Right? Niggas be nasty. And it's not even like really coherent what they're saying, but you know it's on some nasty, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, juice me up. Yeah, Orange Julius. Like, bro, this doesn't even really make sense, but you understand? Put the DVD in. Yeah, put it in the player. Yeah. Put the plug in the socket. Yeah, plug in the socket. Yeah, charge me up. Like, you be like, do you freaky as hell, bro? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, when it's not even really like sex talk. Like, niggas doesn't make anything into sex talk. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, tug of war. Yeah, tug of war. Like, tug of war? What is he talking about, bro? That man said, turn a knob. Yeah, you gonna turn a knob. And you just know they being nasty. Hey, I'm a block blessed two fish. He said, yeah, girl, you got that trapper keeper. Yeah, you got that Jansport, that trapper keeper. Like, bro, you nasty, bro. Trapper keeper, though? Bro, trapper keeper? Nah, dog. Yeah, return the books. Take the books to the library. Yeah, all the way. Check that book out. Yeah, check the book out the library. Check that book out the library. Like, oh, I'm a legend if I ever leave. That man said the 5-star trapper. Yeah, trapper keeper. Yeah, put it in the mousetrap. Yeah, ratatouille. Yeah, ratatouille, huh? Like, you, Wesley piped the nasty. Yeah, premium unleaded. Gas that tank. Gas that tank. Like, bro, that man, yeah, unleaded 89. Unleaded 89. Yeah, premium. Diesel. Like you nasty, dog. Hey, smash my likes up. Y'all sleeping on the likes. Y'all better get my money up. Y'all gonna get my money up or y'all gonna get my stats up? That man said, snappy, nappy, dugout. That snappy, nappy, dugout. Y'all making me lose focus. Anywho, I'm the best in the business and it's not close. So, Bud, let's talk about his media day, shall we? All right, get the lights up. Hey, I'm a pause. I'm a pause real quick so we can get the lights up because y'all sleeping on my likes. I'm not finna do this. Listen, ain't nothing. I don't do nothing for free. I should put some of y'all on blast. Some people reached out and like, oh, I want to work with you, but not for free. You don't. I don't do nothing for free, bro. I don't even tie my shoe for free. You don't have to pay for that. I'll walk down the street with unlaced shoes. Somebody gonna pay for that. I'm making all y'all pay. Yeah, big money ego. Y'all finna pay for the work. Just like you gotta pay your sparring partners, this is a verbal sparring session I be giving you. I put my gear on, put my mouthpiece in, and go to work. Y'all gonna pay for that one way or the another. King Styles, tell them they gotta get the likes up. Z Johnson, he getting the money up. We got a $2 Cash App. He said, tuned in to Ego After Dark. Nah, it ain't no Ego After Dark. Y'all tripping. Bo Mac ordered Uber Eats. Nah, come on, bro. He said he ordered Uber Eats during the media workout. Nah, y'all trolling. Y'all trolling. Okay. My honest thoughts on Terence Crawford media day. But, he looks sharp. He looks in shape. I give him that. His endurance looked good. He was he did multitude, like he actually sweated. Pause. But he was actually sweating. So he went through, he didn't how I've been to some media days where someone just come, hit the bag and then they literally just hit it like that and just they out. But actually gave you something. He sweat. He did it like it was a cool little workout. But I'm kind of conflicted on that. Because I can't say I've never seen it because I come up covering guys like Andre Ward and he gave you an actual media workout too. So I have seen it done before, but I'm kind of questioning if Bud Crawford is doing it like kind of like overexerting himself. See, this is kind of one of my reasons why I'm picking Errol over Bud, because I feel like Crawford does a lot for almost like the wrong reasons. Like Gervonta Davis, we'll use him as an example. Shout out to the boy Tank, he a beast, Baltimore, right? Tank did a media day and he didn't do all the, he did an actual little workout, but he didn't go in like he go in on All Access on those media workouts because he's already done that and All Access was in camp with him behind closed doors and he did the harder stuff. So Tank Davis fighting Ryan Garcia, his media day was kind of like just going through the motions. versus Bud. You know, I'm not complaining, but he gave us like more of a actual workout. So I'm wondering if it's for show. Like, you think Errol's gonna watch it and be scared, like fearful because Bud looks sharp. So it almost like he did it because he felt he had a point to prove. And I think that's dangerous for Terence Crawford, because if you look at it, if you do things in this world for the wrong reasons, it's typically not good. So, for example, Bud Crawford looks like he's packing on size. Like, he looks probably bigger than he's ever looked as a welterweight. So Errol Spence, he knows he's a full-fledged welterweight, and he's already talked about for the last couple of years maybe going to 54. So he's been at the weight for a minute. He knows he's big. He knows he's strong. He don't have to prove it to you. He don't have to have like a pissing contest to prove. He knows that. He knows, like, so that's what I'm saying. It seemed like a little bit of overcompensation from Terence Crawford. Like, Crawford has to show you that he's working hard and stuff like that. Errol Spence, like, here's a prediction. Tomorrow at Errol Spence's media day, I think his media day will look probably kind of basic. Like, it'll just be like going through the motion. It's not going to be like look like it was one of his most intense workouts ever that he's ever done, because he's doing that behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you're doing the real work behind the scenes, dude, you're just an Arrow fan. Who is Arrow? Man, get him out of here. Just the fact that you called him Errol Spence, like he a bow and arrow, you're blocked. I'm not even reading the rest. He said, dude, you're just an Arrow fan. Who is that? I don't even know who Arrow is. Man, get him out of here. Like he Robin Hood. He said Arrow. Bro, I know you got held back a couple grades. Listen, it's okay. I mean, it didn't happen to me, but I know it happened to you. I know you got held back. That man graduated, he 25, graduating college. Man, you just an Arrow fan. Arrow. You like Arrow? Like, bro, who is that? I don't even know. I don't even know what y'all be talking about. Blobbity blue blah, blobbity blue blah. I ain't hear a word you said. Hibbity hoopla. Is that a tank top or a new bra? Look, y'all, Snoop Dogg just got a boob job. Like, I ain't hear a word you said after Arrow. That man said Arrow. You know it like an arrow. Bro, that's the problem with the Bud Buddies. Let me cook. This is number one problem. They are so agitated and angry and confrontational. They don't even take the time to make sure what they're saying is coherent. Why are the Bud fans so like angry? Like, it's like the energy that Crawford has, the chip on the shoulder, transferred to his fans. They act just like Team Crawford. Always mad, chip on the shoulder, angry, can't take a joke. You know what I mean? Can't take criticism, sound like delusional, sound like over the top. Errol will meet his maker in one round. Like, it's all like, I'm not listening to none of that, bro. I ain't listening to none of that. That sound goofy, bro. If you doing all that, if you like, here's an example. The Crawford Bud, but listen, I'm trying to be cool about it. I know I don't have 200 Bud buddies in here. Y'all gonna get my likes up. Likes or loot, that's the only way I'm doing these live streams. Literally the only way. So y'all better step up one or the other. I don't care which one it is. I am not finna do these lives and entertain y'all for a bunch of haters. So if we in a room full of haters, then I'm out. If we got some fans that want to be here, let it be known then. So this is how idiotic a lot of the Bud buddies are. They'll say, this is a 50-50 fight, but it's impossible Errol wins. Errol will never win. He's not good enough. He's not on. Then why did you say it's a 50-50 fight? It's pure stupidity. Pure stupidity. How can you say something is a 50-50 fight, but then say the guy has no chance? Do you fools watch boxing, or do you just skim through it? Just answer the question. Can you say something is 50-50 but then say that one guy has no chance. Then it's not 50-50, you dumb son of a bitch. If I go to Panda Express, they have an option with their entrees that you can get it 50-50. What that means is half rice, white steamed rice or fried rice, and half chow mein. If I said at Panda Express, give me the entree 2 50-50, and they gave me all chow mein, then guess what? Surprise, motherfucker. It's not 50-50, you dumb son of a bitch. So this is the logic of the Bud Buddies. They are saying the fight is 50-50, but then they'll keep writing their comment and saying Errol doesn't stand a chance. Errol's getting destroyed. Errol, no way. Errol's not good. Then you don't think the fight is 50-50 if you said that. Please put me in the hot seat. No, clean your room. Get him out of here. Hey, block him. We can debate. Bro, we can't do nothing. Bro, get him out of here. He said we can debate. Yeah, you're going to debate the shooters. Fendi 007. Yeah, debate that. Debate that. Bro, I'm only holding Crawford and his fans to what they say. To what they say. They say Errol Spence sucks. He's basic. Why does Crawford look like he's bigger than he's ever been, putting on muscle, flying to Vegas, and doing sparring with undefeated Uzbekistan fighters? Why are you doing all this for Errol if he suck? But like, bro, that's what I'm saying. It's looking shaky. Bro, it's looking shaky. It's looking shaky. No, it's not adding up what you're telling me. It is not adding up what you were telling me. So therefore, you are failing me. You say Errol's basic and he's too slow for Crawford. If you believe that, then why does Crawford look like he's pulling out all the stops in his training camp? Why don't you just have a blase blah training camp? Ego the GOAT likes a loot. Bud going in the backwood, July 29th. Wow. We also got a $10 Cash App. The money keep coming in. Shout out to KT Blicky. Shout out to Angelo Hayes. He said, just let this man cook. Absolutely. Let me cook. I'm going to stir the pot. I'm going to do what I do. Kamal said, get the likes 250. We're past that. You got to refresh your screen. 350. We trying for 350 now. Why is Crawford looking like he's doing all this extra stuff? Like he was snack gym. He looked like he put on some muscle. He's having this like aggressive media day workout if Errol's basic and sucks. You don't look like you're preparing for someone who's basic and sucks. Yeah, shout out to the iPad. iPad is sweet. Listen, answer the question. Why is Crawford pulling out all the stops in training if Errol's a drunk? He's a basic drunk. Bro, if you were about to fight a drunkard in the middle of the street, you're not going to do Olympic-style preparation. They're already drunk. You're going to waste them. So why is Bud doing all this? Like, why is he doing all this training if Errol's a basic drunk and all this stuff they were saying? He said, honestly, it's really a 60-40 fight. Big fish. Shout out to Marino. Listen, the Bud Buddies can get mad, but everything I'm saying, they can't prove wrong. They're not coming out here and saying, oh, you're wrong. This never existed. You lied on Crawford. I'm not lying on Crawford. Everything I said. The other thing that's interesting is like body language. Crawford looks like like for starters, Crawford does not feel like a PBC fighter. Like he seems like he's a top ranked fighter and he's the outsider and he's not comfortable on PBC. Is that cap or a fact? He's not treating it like PBC is his new home. He's saying it's like us versus them type of mentality. Bro, you have a top ranked plantationed out mindset. You're acting like you did a 2-fight deal potentially with PBC, but you act like PBC is your enemy and they've been nothing but cordial to you. Like I'm looking at the post. They're not just on Errol's dick. They're putting nice things like, oh, Crawford got dynamite in his fist. Like, go look at their social media team. They doing a hell of a job. They All Access. I've seen like those type of shows where the A side is getting all the coverage. Like, go watch one of them DAZN when they had $1 billion or whatever, and watch Canelo versus Fielding, and the whole show be about Canelo, and they don't even barely show nothing about no Rocky Fielding because nobody care about him. All Access, Steven Espinoza, Al Heyman, Showtime, PBC, social media team for PBC, doing a hell of a job. They are not showing like some crazy bias and blah, blah, blah. They're keeping it professional. Ray Flores, he did an interview, and Crawford got the audacity to like kind of snap at him, and Ray Flores was cool as hell. Ray Flores was cool as hell, and Crawford's talking to him like he got a chip on his shoulder. Ray Flores, he started the interview, and he a cool dude. I met him. You know what I mean? A cool dude. Like, how you beef with Ray Flores, bro? You see what I'm saying? Like, how are you aggy with Ray Flores? And he like a chill, cool dude that really like boxing. And he's professional. He done worked on Triller. He's done stuff with DAZN. He do PBC stuff. You like, literally Ray Flores said, you said your favorite movie is Rocky 3, and you're training like you're Clubber Lang. That's a compliment. Couple questions later, Ray Flores said something about Errol Spence. Crawford get mad. He said something like, oh, Errol Spence and blah, blah, blah. How's it going to feel if you beat him? And he's like, man, I already told you. Y'all keep asking me the same questions. Like, bro, first of all, Ray Flores probably didn't ask you the same questions. So why are you confusing what the professional broadcast is asking versus YouTubers and other reporters may have asked you? Why are you snapping on Ray Flores, bro? That's a real question. If anybody watched the media day, they would have seen that. He was like, man, y'all keep asking me the same questions. Bro, they're reporters. What questions were they supposed to ask you? And then Ray Flores started talking about Steven Nelson and saying, oh, that's your buddy, and oh, you had an Omaha. He had to kind of almost change the type of questions because Bud get mad and he was acting butthurt. That's weird, bro. Like, you can't take the heat. That, like, bro, you look like PBC is the Antichrist. Like, they effed up your career for 10 years. Look, just look at it. Just look at body language. He got his arms crossed like he pouting. Look at Ray Flores is a cool dude. Look at Crawford. Like, why are you so hostile? And why are you so closed in? You know what I'm saying? Like, Ray Flores is just doing his job. He's going to treat Errol the same way he treated you. And you like, bro, Crawford looked like Dave Chappelle, player hater ball. And remember, they was just player hating on everything. That's how he acted. Like, why are you so all closed off? But if that was Christina Poncher and a bunch of top ranked people, then he never acted like that. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Go look at Bud versus Porter on Top Rank, the same company that said you lost him all the money. Bob Arum did. And tell me he acted like that with any of the Top Rank. I've been next to him and Christina Poncher, and he never really like snapped on her, nothing like that. That's where he feel home. He feel good. He feel like an outsider here. On PBC, you an outsider. You don't feel the same. You feel like it's you against the world over here because you know they wasn't giving you fighters and sending their fighters over to Top Rank. Why would you? It's a business. I don't understand it. Like, all the hostility and all the anger and the chip on the shoulder, nor do I think that's a good way for Crawford to fight. I don't think you should fight a bigger guy and have like so much anger in your heart and I got to prove. Like, literally, they asked Bomac, Ray Flores asked Bomac about the fight. First words out of his mouth on the media day was something about, yeah, we just want to prove the haters wrong. What is wrong with y'all? Like, how's that the driving force? Is just proving a bunch of people wrong. Like, so you don't care about like Crawford's legacy first or being undisputed. Literally the first words he said was, we want to prove people wrong. That's weird to me, bro. That's weird to me. And then when I say this, y'all don't prove me wrong and say, oh, you just hate Crawford and all this goofy stuff, but you don't prove me wrong. So I just find that funny as well. I find it funny that y'all don't prove me wrong, but say I'm wrong. How'd that work? Like I said, just look at Crawford body language. He all closed off and stuff. I unsubscribed. The guy is rude. Okay, we're going to help you with that. Block him. Damien. It's me, Mickey. But Damien. Yeah, we going to get Kamal, one of y'all, get Damien Cross. We going to nail you to the cross. I don't care what you talk about. You said, yeah, Kamal, yeah. Bro, y'all scary, bro. He said, this guy's rude. I'm out of here. I'm unsubscribing. Am I right? All right, you do that. We'll be right here making the money, talking to Boxing. Listen, me, Mickey. Bro, he said, I'm unsubbing. If you announce that you're unsubbing for me, you will be unsub for life. Forever. Like, bro, you gonna be we gonna unsubscribe your ass. You gonna be, when Kamal gets you, you gonna be unsub for life. Don't tell us. Don't talk about it. Listen, I'm from the Bay Area. Don't talk about it. Be about it. I don't do no petty threats and all that. Like, bro, I'm unsubscribing. You should have just left. If you just left, okay, you unsub. I lost a subscriber. Don't care, but I lost one. You should have just left. The fact that you took the time to type that you're leaving is corny. So you will be removed from the premises. Crawford, his whole team seem on edge. Okay, let's talk about Bernie. So Bernie, like, this is what I'm talking about. If I am lying, you guys prove me wrong. That's all. I want a fair court case. Treat this like a court case. People like me, I picked Errol. I've never picked, and here's the thing. I've never picked any of Crawford's opponents to beat him until Errol Spence. But for whatever reason, I'm labeled as Errol groupie and Errol sexual and, oh, you only like Errol, all these types of things, right? The Bud Buddies say, oh, Ego, he a cheerleader. Oh, Ego, he a Errol sexual. Or not just me, just anybody who's picking Errol. You're an Errol sexual. You're in bed with Errol. Errol's your boyfriend. Errol's your husband. All these homoerotic things and these slanderous things that people are saying, right? Ego's a cheerleader. He's a PBC cheerleader, an Errol Spence cheerleader. You literally have Bernie on the sidelines cheerleading for Bud as he works out. I have never done that to Errol Spence. I've never stood next to Errol Spence and be like, yeah, get him, daddy. Yeah, Errol, you the man. Oh, you the best, Errol. Nobody could stop you. If the accident couldn't take you out, nobody could take. I've never done that to any fighter. And there's a ton of fighters I like. You have never seen me next to any man, and next to that man, I was just hyping him up, like on some hype man stuff. So how am I a cheerleader? Bro, I've never done it. Yeah, daddy, get him. We going to Sizzler. Bro, I've never done that. So how am I a cheerleader for Errol or PBC or Wilder or whatever stupid stuff y'all say? But I've never done that. I've been to Wilder media days. I wasn't like, yeah, Wilder, hit that. Go ahead, get him, daddy. I didn't do none of that. But I'm a cheerleader. Okay. Bro. And then what Bernie was saying, he said, I'm going to try my best to recall kind of what it's not going to be the perfect, like, quoted, but it's basically what he said. Paraphrasing. Spence got better defense, Porter's words, yikes. But Bernie said something else. He said Errol get hit too much. That's literally one of the things he yelled out. Errol get hit too much. Crawford get hit too much. But you see what I'm saying? Dudes be like, I used to watch Ego, but not anymore, but they still hear commenting. Oh, the irony. That's what I'm talking about. How are you going to say Errol get hit too much? His face is never beat up. He never got dropped by a mean machine type of person. And he get hit too much, but Crawford don't get hit too much. This will be Bernie's last paycheck. I mean, we're going to see. I'm just like, these are just questions I have. How does Errol get hit too much? And I seen Thierry Jean, who is not good to me, and I seen him land flush on Crawford. I never seen no Thierry Jean level person. I didn't even see Mikey Garcia, who's way better. Put Mikey Garcia, like, bro, put Mikey Garcia in with Thierry Jean and tell me what the outcome reads. Put Danny Garcia in with Thierry Jean or Ricky Dan Burns. Bro, you could take Errol Spence's conquest and put them in with Bud's conquest, and it's going to be a sad sight. Put Ugas in with Indongo and watch MDK from Demolition Man. Ego, what's your ultimate goal out of this boxing thing? Man, where did that even come from? Why would I have to tell you? You just sit back and watch. Why do I got to tell you my goals in the middle of talking about the Crawford Media Day? That's super weird. Bro, put the people Bud fought. Put Gamboa in there with Sean Porter. Bernie called Bud a chocolate stallion. Oh, I ain't heard all that, but whatever. Okay, what else did Bernie say? So Bernie said that he said that Errol get hit too much, which I already went over. The other thing he said, I didn't hear no chocolate stallion part, but whatever. Okay, a chocolate stallion, whatever. I ain't calling no dude no chocolate stallion for the record, but I'm an Errol sexual. Okay. I'm an Errol sexual. I never called him like, you know. Yeah, I mean, I did. Oh, he said he's cat. I was about to say, I ain't hear that part. All right, let me go over what he did say, though. Bernie said, before us, I'm paraphrasing, before us, people weren't talking about Ring Magazine, Ring Belt. After Bud, we made the Ring Belt poppin'. What? Where did you get that? Bro, he said that Bud put the Ring Magazine on the map. Ring Magazine, literally, look it up, has been out since the 1920s. Literally. Look it up. It came out in like 1922. Bud was not even a fetus when the Ring Magazine was first in print. It was during the Great Depression. It was during the Great Depression, Ring came out in 1922. But somehow, several centuries later, I'm to believe that Bud Crawford put Ring Magazine on. Okay? In addition, you had a gold medalist, Oscar De La Hoya, and another Olympian in Lennox Lewis. They were both respected champion. Lennox was undisputed. They both had the Ring Magazine belt before you even had a career. So how on earth did you put Ring on the map? Golden Boy, Oscar even bought Ring, you know what I'm saying? Bought the Ring Magazine, and Golden Boy took over it. So how did you put them on the map? Why don't you own it then? Why is Oscar De La Hoya's company own Ring instead of Bud Crawford? Why doesn't it say TBC Promotions? Why are they not in charge of the Ring if you put them on the map? Weird statements, people. Low key, this is an easy fight for EJ. I don't see it going any other way. Other than the late stoppage from Spence, a good bet is EJ stopping Bud between rounds 8 in the final round. 5 pounds from Jay Cool. Appreciate you. He said Jack Johnson had the Ring Magazine belt. That's what I'm saying. How did Bud put this on? Bro, the Ring belt was back when Negroes couldn't drink from the same as white folk. How did Bud, that was way before his time. Bro, black people couldn't even drink from the same faucet and the Ring Magazine belt was out. So how did Bud make it popular? That's just like when Teofimo said he made Undisputed popular. So I made YouTube. even though YouTube came out several years before my channel, I created YouTube. That's like me saying that because I got a poppin' channel. So I made YouTube. I mean, it sounds stupid, bro. You could say I made YouTube boxing what it is and help make that poppin'. I'm a founding forefather in that, but I can't just say I made YouTube. Come on, bro. So it's hard for me to even lean in when these are radical things being said from Crawford's side. Like it's unbelievable stuff. So like either you believe it, you don't believe it, whatever the case is, it just sounds too crazy for me to like, it sounds delusional. Y'all want to get some good, listen, push the likes towards 400. I'm going to play what Bomac said for y'all. Deal? I'm going to play what Bomac said at the media day. Push the likes towards 400. I'm about to kill off this Starbucks. Yeah, his hype man was talking crazy. $400 likes, closer to it, and I'll play it. Y'all work with me, I work with y'all.
Let's go.
Now I just got a refresher from Starbucks. Yeah, we getting close. Y'all can do it. Listen, I gotta pace myself because y'all be laughing at the jokes and commenting, but then don't hit the like bar. All right, keep the likes going. I'm gonna play it. Y'all did real good. I'm gonna play it. This sounds suspect too. Roll the clip.
Now then, when you fighting a guy like Errol Spence and you going up against Derek James, and then plus this is our first time fighting on PBC, so you know we don't know how it's gonna go, but we just want to keep the decision in our hands.
Does that sound like confidence from Bomac? Bro, he was being asked about the fight and said, "This is our first fight on PBC. We do not know how it's gonna go. We got to just try to keep the decision in our hands." Decision? Drake? Decision? You literally told the world when the fight wasn't signed that Terence Crawford was going to F up Errol Spence and knock him out. Why are you talking about a decision? Bro, Terence Crawford's team, their statements are very bipolar. Now you're blaming it being your first fight. The fight hasn't even started. You're at the media day and Crawford's looking sharp. Why are you making this? Why is his trainer saying something like, "Oh, it's our first fight with PBC, and we going up against Errol and DJ. This is our first fight with PBC. We don't know how that's gonna go." What?
And then plus this is our first time fighting on PBC, so we don't know how it's gonna go, but we just want to keep the decision in our hands. By now then, when you fighting a guy like Errol Spence and you going up against Derek James, and then plus this is our first time fighting on PBC, so we don't know how it's gonna go, but
we don't know how it's gonna go. Why would you say that if you picked Crawford to beat the F out of Errol? Like, why? This is Tim Bradley all over again. Tim Bradley, when the fight wasn't signed, Bradley was like, "Oh, Crawford gonna knock him out. Errol get knocked out." And then later, when the fight was signed and we got to see both fighters next to each other, they had done the LA and the New York press conference. Then Tim Bradley told Max Kellerman, Oh, come on, Max. I just got to be real. I'm worried about the Vegas judges. What? How can you be worried about the Vegas judges if you pick someone by knockout? Somebody make that make sense for the king of boxing talk. Like, and then like beyond that, if that sounds confident to you, then I don't know what confidence y'all see. I have never heard Floyd Mayweather, when he first did his deal with Showtime, he did like a 6-fight deal. I've never heard Floyd say, oh yeah, I'm about to fight Robert Guerrero, and I don't know what the judge is going to do. I'm about to fight Canelo. Hard work, dedication. Bro, Floyd does not say we got to keep the decision with us and this our first fight with Showtime. Like, bro, have you ever heard Floyd talk about fighting Cotto, Canelo, Maidana, and not sound confident of victory? Honestly, answer my question. Somebody, have you ever heard Floyd Mayweather not sound confident? Where he says, oh, I don't know what the judge is going to do. I literally have never heard Floyd say that. I've never heard him talk. Floyd be like, I mean, at the end of the day, he's a hell of a champion, but I'm money made. He can't beat me. Like, bro, Floyd does not sound like, oh, it's our first fight with PBC. That's a built-in excuse, bro. First fight we know it's your first fight. What that got to do with this? Especially when you say you're gonna knock him out.
And you going up against Derek James, and then plus this is our first time fighting on PBC, so you know we don't know how it's gonna go, but
we don't know how. Yeah, you said it best. You don't know how it's gonna go.
We just want to keep the decision in our hands.
Keep the decision in your hand, but previously you wasn't talking about decision. This is Bomac. Okay. It says, who the F is we? I'm going to outcoach his coach, and Bud going to stop EJ. Bro, I am the best in the business. If you make a mistake, you must pay. I told you, there's nobody in boxing that is nicer than me when it comes to my job. So people can get mad. Oh, you're hating Crawford. I love that. I feast off all your tears because I know in the purity of my heart what I'm doing, and I know what I'm saying. I'm going to play it back for you, and I'm going to put it all together. Watch this. Bro, I'm the new Usher. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Now then, when you fighting a guy like Errol Spence and you going up against Derek James, and then plus this is our first time fighting on PBC, so you know we don't know how it's going to go, but we just want to keep the decision in our hands.
When you're going against Errol Spence, when you're going against Derek James, and he's stuttering, and this is our first fight with PBC, so we don't know how that's going to go. So we're trying to keep the decision with our hand. Explain this previous statement. I'm going to outcoach his coach, which would be Derek James, which you said, oh, yeah, we're going up against Errol and Derek James, and Bud going to stop EJ. This was when the fight was not done, April 16th of last year. So when there was no pen to the paper, you said Bud gonna stop EJ. This is Brian McIntyre, right? And he says, I'm gonna outcoach his coach, and Bud is gonna stop Errol Spence, EJ, right? But now you're saying, oh, we gotta be careful because we're going up against Errol and DJ, and this is our first fight with PBC. Nah, you said, why are you talking about decisions? Please tell me why you're talking about decisions when you say Errol getting knocked out. Why are you talking about decisions when Bomac said, we going to F that dude up, watch, mark my words? That sounds pretty confident. I'm not going to lie to you. Brian Bomac McIntyre, I got receipts. Bro, ain't nobody doing the receipts like me. Ain't nobody nicer than me in this boxing game. Brian Bomac McIntyre, last year when the fight, this was when Errol knocked out Ugas. So how are you this? Because that's why I remember the date. This is the date Errol Spence knocked out Ugas. Bomac, that day, right after the fight, put these things. He said, we going to F that dude up, watch, mark my words. If you look at this date, that's literally the date that Errol Spence fought Ugas. So Errol Spence destroyed Ugas and turned him into a Cyclops. And per your Twitter fingers, your Twitter, you sound like that gave you confidence that Terence Crawford destroys him. Like, I could understand if it was like guy coming off a bad performance and then you like say, oh, we're going to destroy that because that wasn't his best night. You know, like Canelo. When Canelo fought John Ryder, some people were like, oh, Jermell Charlo was like, man, you can't beat me with that, looking like that. But Errol looks sensational, lumps up Ugas, stops him, and you said we going to F him up, and now you're talking about decisions. But you just said you were going to stop him. Man, stop, bro. There's nobody nicer than me in this boxing. So that's why all the people say, oh, you hate Crawford and all that stuff. I don't even listen. I really don't listen because I'm pulling out receipts and y'all just talking. There's no arguing with the receipt. So it's like, you hate Crawford. I don't hate the man. There's no reason for me to hate the man, but you're not going to deceive me on what I seen. Shout out to Marino again. He says, Big Mac, no hot sauce, or Big Mac, no sauce is nervous, ego. Bro, if that's not nerves, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Because again, why are you talking about it's our first fight on PBC? Like, bro, I will destroy everything you touch. The Bud Buddies, I'm going to destroy everything you touch. I promise you. You can't outsmart me. There's nobody in this room that can outsmart me when it comes to this. I promise you. If y'all want me to drop another bomb, can I get a hell yeah in the chat? I promise you. Watch me catch a body real quick. Catch a Body TV. Listen, get the likes up. If you want me to drop another bomb, an inconsistency, can I get a hell yeah? Just type the yeah, Tal want it. And I promise you, you got to see, I listen to what people say. I'm not making stuff up about people. This is what you said. So I'm just interpreting what you put out there. This ain't speculation. This a regulation. I'm regulating on the boxing game. So listen again, and I'll tell you.
Now then, when you fighting a guy like Errol Spence and you going up against Derek James, and then plus this is our first time fighting on PBC, so you know, we don't know how it's gonna go.
Okay, you said when you're going up against a guy like Errol Spence Jr. and Derek James, plus it's your first fight with PBC. You see, you know you done fucked up. You done fucked up, right? You said your first fight with PBC, you don't know how that's going to go. You know you done fucked up. Bro, I'm the Bill Duke of boxing. You know you done fucked up. Did anybody catch it? You know you done fucked up. You said first fight on PBC, you don't know how that's going to go. You want to keep the decision with you. You know you done fucked up. Did y'all catch that? Somebody explain to me the mistake and what he just said. I promise you, I'm going to catch a body. I promise you. What did he say that makes no sense with what you know? He said going against Errol Spence and his trainer, Derek James, our first time on PBC, we don't know how that's going to go. So we got to just try to keep the decision with us. Somebody explain what's wrong with that picture if they are 1,000% confident. No, it's not the fact that he gave him props, because I'm not even mad at that. Somebody tell me what the problem is with that statement. I promise you I catch a body. I put it in a perspective that you can't deny. I'm the best living. They have a couple fights? No. He fought Benavidez, a PBC fighter, right? Benavidez wasn't PBC at that time. No. I'm going to give a couple more people. Y'all still ain't catching. Y'all, I told you, you're going to have to get your smarts together to deal with young ego. He said he was going to KO. I already discussed that. Nope. I'm at one more person, and then let King Ego tell you what the problem is with what this man just said. You know you done fucked up. Yeah, it's a built-in excuse, but what's the problem with what he said? I'm going to give one more person a chance to outthink Ego. Yeah, I want to see y'all outthink me. He was supposedly gonna KO EJ. What's up with the decision talk? No, I already went over that. That's an inconsistency for sure, but we already went over that. Listen again, and I'm gonna break it down.
Now then, when you fighting a guy like Errol Spence and you going up against Derek James, and then plus this is our first time fighting on PBC, so you know, we don't know how it's gonna go, but
It's right there.
We don't know how. So
listen.
PBC, so PBC, so time fight on. This is our first time fighting on PBC.
Listen.
This is our first time fighting on PBC. This is our first time fighting on. This is our first time fighting on. This is our first time fighting on PBC. So PBC.
listen.
So PBC. So
PBC. So listen.
We don't know how it's gonna go.
We don't know how it's gonna go. All right, bust it. So he just said Derek James, Errol Spence, we going up against them, and it's our first time fighting on PBC, so we don't know how that's gonna go. Let Ego break it down. Why are you concerned that it's your first fight with PBC, but you just fought David Avanesian on BLK Prime? That was your first time fighting. You know you done fucked up. You know you done fucked up. That was your first fight with BLK Prime, and you weren't worried about it. Bomac, Crawford, none of them said, oh, we're kind of worried about this Avanesian fight. Oh, we're worried about this avocado fight because it's our first fight with BLK Prime. You know why? Because BLK Prime put you in there with a cupcake you knew you could beat, so there was no reason for you to fear it. So this is not full confidence as far as I'm concerned, because you wouldn't be worried about PBCs and decisions, especially when you said it's going to be a knockout, but you just fought with a brand new company after you left Top Rank in the Sean Porter fight, and you weren't worried about it. You didn't say, oh, we're worried about Avanesian. This is our first fight with BLK Prime. So why are you saying it now? Damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good. Why are you worried about it being your first PBC fight, but you wasn't worried it was your first fight with BLK Black Planet? Huh? Because you knew BLK Planet overpaid you for some easy work, so you had no qualms or quarrels or beefs about it. You know DJ is real, Derek James. You know EJ is real, Errol Spence. You know the PBC was not going to overpay you for no weak fight that nobody wanted to see, like David Avalanche. Now you stuttering. You stutter, oh, what, can you woo, woo, woo? So that doesn't sound like confidence to me. You never once did look at the buildup. You didn't see Crawford at the media day looking tense and all this type of stuff. You're doing all that stuff now. You're talking about, oh, it's our first fight with PBC. What's that got to do with it? If you're confident, you're confident. If you're confident, why you look like he didn't look like this for David Avanesian? I shook up the world. Listen. Rumble, young man, rumble. I shook up the world. Ain't nobody better than me in this boxing game. Bro, I promise you, if you go watch all the media days, there's no media day or press conference where Crawford look all tense like this to answer a question. You look at PBC and Showtime like they the ops. You feel like the outsiders. You know it's a must-win scenario, and you know Derek James and Errol Spence are real. So at the very least, you're a bit more worried than you have been for some of your other fights. And then Ray Flores asked you about that, and then you said, no, I'm not more worried. It's the same training camp. All right. All right. All right. So I can't go with the person who's like consistently putting out contradictions, consistently saying things, and then what they say doesn't really seem to make sense. And it's saying Jeff Horn is a great win and all that. I can't do it. And then here's the other thing. Like, look at Crawford. Look how tense. He looks all tense, right? He look all mad and aggy. Ray Flores is a cool dude, and he look all like stiff and rigid and socially awkward. And then you have Errol Spence on the Pivot podcast, and they were like, hey, Ugas knocked your mouthpiece out, and you started laughing. Why was you laughing? What was funny about that? And then Errol Spence recounted and recollected the story, and he started breaking down why he was laughing and thought he got his teeth knocked out, and he's laughing and jovial. You see what I'm saying? Why is Errol Spence not uptight and he's laughing with the Pivot podcast on something? He's like, man, that would be embarrassing as hell. I thought he knocked my teeth out, that would have been embarrassing as hell. That's what EJ said. Why is he having fun with it? He not looking all stiff and rigid and uptight. He just having fun and like, yeah. I'm glad he didn't. I went like this. I felt my teeth and I was like, okay. And I got back to business. But every time Crawford's been on these like thing, he like a chip on his shoulder, angry. Bomac saying we worried about the PBC. It's our first fight here. Man, come on, bro. I don't know. So that, to me, that don't look like. So you sparring super close to the fight. Bomac saying after he said Errol gonna get knocked out, you saying that we worried about the decision. You sound like Tim Bradley. Bradley did the same thing. His chest was puffed out for Crawford as the victor, and as the fight gets closer. And I told you, I promise you, the dudes in boxing are weaklings. They are foolish mortals and weaklings. And I guarantee you, when the weigh-in comes and you see Errol Spence on the stage and hear him ready to go and hear Terence Crawford ready to go after the weigh-in, those odds are going to shore up. I told you. See, like boxing fans, a lot of you are cowards, bro. You are truly cowards. You will get on a Boxingego video all day, hate on me, say I don't know what I'm talking about, say, oh, Bud's going to kick Errol into retirement and all these things, but you won't put your money where your mouth is, so Bud won't remain like the level of favorite that he is. I'm not saying he won't be the favorite, but I guarantee you it's going to close up when it gets to fight week. When you get to the last press conference, you get to the fight week weigh-in and stuff like that, watch them odds get a lot closer because you guys are cowards. A bunch of cowards, and that's what cowards do. They talk and say these things in comments, but then they're not going to put no money to it. They're not going to put no money to it. So, see, that's why I made money online for so many years. It's nothing to me. So I know how the game goes. And I know the game is worth, they're like a lot of people are just worthy for putting a free comment. What do I mean by that? You're willing to put a comment because it's free. There's no risk if you type some stupid stuff. Errol's going to get knocked out in the first round. I mean, and then when it don't happen, you would never bet that Errol Spence get knocked out in the first round because you're not that confident. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. You got a bunch of dudes that they're emotional and beta male. They type it. They're not going to bet $10,000 if you even have $10,000, on Errol Spence getting knocked out in the first round and some of the stuff you guys are posting in the comment section. They won't do it. That's why I said it's coward. It's a coward. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once. It's a cowardly move to boast and brag and gloat and act a certain way, but deep down inside, you would never, like, if this was a game of poker, you'll watch Ryan Garcia play poker and say, man, I would have chanced that hand. Or like blackjack. Let's say blackjack. Let's say it's like you got 18 and you're trying to get to 21. So you're in a cool spot. And you're like, man, I would have hit. And then you hit and then you bust and then you're out. You would give someone the instruction that if that was your hand and you were playing with big chips, you wouldn't take that gamble either. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is when it comes to boxing. You got people who rather talk about it. They're never going to be about it. Like, they'll say these crazy fight predictions. They would never bet serious large sums of money on exactly what they're saying. They're literally just hoping and praying that the outcome is. It's like no intelligent breakdown. They're just hoping and emotional. So they're hoping the guy that they want to win wins more than, hey, I've seriously thought about this. I would wager a large sum of money on this. Ohio, what's up? Man, we cooling. So I just mark my words. As we get closer to the fight, watch the odds get closer. So everyone has Errol as an underdog. Watch that get shored up and closer. So if Crawford's this much of a favorite, when you see Errol Spence with the 12-pack and stuff, it's going to be up here. Or maybe Errol Spence it might be neck and neck, or maybe even Errol Spence emerges as the favorite. And that's the thing. That's the cowardly thing, because I told you from the beginning, When I finally thought about this fight, I was picking Errol Spence, and I explained some of the reasons why. This is why I keep calling the boxing fans cowards, because you won't allow the odds to stay where they're at or get lower because you don't believe in what you're saying. So I want Errol Spence to be 100-1 underdog. Avery Jones, Bernie gets too personal and he need to shut up. Avery Jones with the super chat. Do you understand? People like, oh, Ego's nervous and mad. Like, why would I be nervous and mad? It's a fight. I'm just a boxing fan. But beyond that, I want Errol Spence to be 1,000-1 underdog so I could put money on him. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want him to be the favorite. You guys believe he's the favorite or he's the underdog? I want it to stay that way. So anybody picking Errol can make some money. Why would I want Errol Spence to be the favorite and then nobody can make no money because he's the favorite? It's a great fight on paper. Let Errol Spence be the biggest underdog ever. And I'm telling you, then that's not a bad bet to take. Like, I'm talking about if you put $100 down, you win $2,000 because Errol Spence is such an underdog. But you guys are cowards and you rather talk. They'll be like, you could go to a video or the Showtime live stream of Errol Spence's media day, and you'll have, like, it could be 99% of boxing fans saying Crawford gonna kill you, Crawford gonna destroy you, but then the odds don't show that. They don't. I want to see 99% of the people bet their money on Crawford to the point where Errol drops to this egregious underdog. So Kamal can make him some money, Boxingego can make him some money, and everybody picking Errol Spence can make some money if he wins. But you guys won't allow that to happen because you're cowards. Why? Mark my word, I've been here so many times. Watch as we get closer to fight, all this stuff evens out. Watch. Just mark my words. So somebody get on FanDuel or one of these sports betting sites and screenshot whatever the odds are today and then look at them closer to the fight, like after the weigh-in. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, boxing fans always show this, like, fake confidence. Like, oh, no, this and this will happen. You're not going to bet like that. You know it and I know it. So, anyway, Crawford, he looked good at the media day. He looked sharp. I think that what Bomac said was a bit questionable about, like, it's our first fight on PBC. Maybe we'll see. I really don't think Errol Spence is going to do an all-out media day. Because, again, this is what kind of worries me about Crawford. Crawford seems like he always wants to, like, show you up and prove people wrong and stuff like that. And I just think that could be very dangerous. That's one of the main reasons why I'm picking against him. It's not that he can't fight. He can fight for sure. It's not that he's not a great fighter. It's not that he's not talented and things like that. But I personally would favor the bigger guy with basic fundamentals, a great jab, melting people's faces. Now, speaking of melting people's faces, I don't know who watched the media day, but I catch everything because I'm Boxingego, right? Crawford's man's Bernie was yelling out the whole time Crawford was working. And everything I said falls in line. I think Crawford truly needs people like that to boost him up. Like me, I'm different, bro. I don't care if everybody in this room goes against me. If I passionately believe about something, I believe something, then that's what it is. The whole world can go against me. I really feel like Floyd. I feel like Mayweather. When all the people were hating on Floyd Mayweather before fights, he said, I'm a one-man army. The whole world can go against me. I'm still come out on top. I truly feel like that. I don't care who likes what I say. I don't care who dislikes what I say. If you're in the middle and you kind of like the channel, if you love the channel, I don't care. I don't do that for that. I use this platform to speak my opinion on what I think the state of boxing, and it's up to you to decipher what you feel about it. Marino, he says, EJ started at plus 100 and then plus 110, then plus 116. So the reality is, like, I think Crawford kind of needs that, like, people yelling, like, you the champ, they the chump, and hyping him up. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence, when have you ever seen Derek James hype man in Errol Spence for doing a good job with his regular work? Like literally, Crawford's man's Bernie talked the whole time. The whole time Crawford was working. Like me, I wouldn't even want that, to be honest. Like, if you're working and somebody just keeps screaming like how great you are, like I don't know. I don't like situations with any type of yes man or people feeding me, like boosting my ego, and then I'm not like, and I'm thinking I'm invincible or something. I don't know. I personally wouldn't want that. I don't know about y'all. I promise you I wouldn't want that. Like, I need people to keep it real with me. And that's what Ego's Army do. If I put out a video and then the audio is trash, y'all will tell me about myself. I don't want Tao or Icy to be like, oh, the video sounds great and then the audio is really trash. Why would I want that? How can I improve as a content creator if y'all are lying to me to make me feel good? I don't want that. I'm a grown man. I can handle it. You see what I'm saying? I can handle it. So I don't want people to like gaslight me. That's just not me, bro. But anyway, the whole time Crawford working out, Bernie was like yelling, "You the best." Now, one thing he said particular, and your boy, shout out to Kamal Oz, he said accountability, absolutely. One thing that Bernie said that was so crazy to me was Crawford's working out, he's looking sharp, he's doing his thing, he's looking shape, taking it serious. Bernie said something to the effect of, hold on, I think I put it on Twitter so I can read it so I can kind of get close to what he was saying. Make sure y'all smash the like button. See, this is a shot from the media day. I'm going to find a quote. That's a shot from the media day that I seen on Twitter. All right. So Crawford's team said, quote, "Put him in the dirt. We turn him upside down. We turn opponents into the elephant man the next day. They swell up so bad their eyes swell up." Bro, when did Crawford do that? Like, just hear me out. Hear me out. He says, put them in the dirt. We turn guys upside down. We turn opponents into the elephant man the next day. Their eyes be busted up. They swell up so bad. That sounds like he's describing Errol Spence. And then Errol Spence is literally known for that tagline, put him in the dirt and put his dick in the dirt. So it's like literally you copied Errol Spence's flavor, his swag. Honestly. Is that accurate? Bro, haven't you guys known Errol Spence to say, put his ad in the dirt? Doesn't he always say that? You literally took his line. And this is part of your prep. This is like part of what you're like, you know what I'm saying? The yelling that Bernie was doing. Put him in the dirt. That's literally what Errol Spence says all the time. I thought that was super weird, bro. So you're doing these incantations and like trying to boost yourself up, and you like using Errol Spence. He said we turn guys into the elephant man, turn them upside down and bust up their eyes, and their eyes are swollen bad. Bro, that's literally describing Errol Spence's fight style and the aftermath of his opponent. When Mean Machine got knocked out, like, okay, put it this way. Has Bud knocked out anybody at welterweight, and when they were knocked down, they were actually on the canvas? I'm going to say it again. Terence Crawford has all knockouts. I get it. All TKOs. Has he ever knocked out a welterweight where when the ref calls the fight over, the person is on the canvas? Like they're actually not up. Like, okay, Wilder, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder knocked out Robert Helenius in his last fight. He's on the canvas at the moment where the fight is called. Has Crawford knocked somebody out where the fight is called and they're on the canvas? Like Helenius. Like Leo Santa Cruz when Gervonta Davis like annihilated him. Swizzle Dizzle says yes. Okay, what fight? What fight did he do at welterweight? Oh, Avanesian. Okay. So the guy, okay, yeah, you're right, the Avanesian. But so no, he did. You're right. I was trying to think. I'm really trying to think. So out of all the fights, that was like literally the worst fight where he didn't have a promoter. So you knocked out one guy to the point where he was asleep like that. Like I'm talking about like his on the canvas. And that fight, I really can't, for me, I can't really even include it with his gloves blew up though. Like, so on top of you fighting at home, on top of your gloves exploded and all that type of stuff, and on top of I don't trust the Omaha Commission, I can't really count that as like, you know what I mean? Because I could think of guys who have knockouts that there's no controversy to it, like Leo Santa Cruz. But, okay, even if you want to call the Avanesian fight, despite all the other stuff, whatever. So the weakest guy you fought is the guy you knocked out. Anybody else? Bro, it looked weird. The Omaha Commission let him fight with busted gloves. That's not right. Come on, bro. And no, New York, Cali, Vegas, they're not gonna let you do that. You're gonna have to switch gloves and get the knockout. So I can't really even count that for real. Because your gloves shouldn't have even been allowed. You should have at least had to switch it and go through the motion and then knock him out. And then no one would have anything to say. So I'm not even counting that Avanesian. Plus, that was a fight no one wanted to see against the guy who had already been knocked out by Mean Machine, the guy you knocked out. So anybody else? Did Crawford knock out anybody else? Jose Benavidez, I was there, he was up. Jeff Horn, he was up when it got called. He looked tired. Amir Khan said his nuts hurt, so he was standing up. Mean Machine he got dropped a couple times, but he was standing up. Like Errol Spence did Bundu bad where he was like out. Like he was like he looked crazy at welterweight. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if everyone understands boxing because they keep saying, "Oh, Crawford has the best power." Like, why he ain't slept nobody though? Like, you know what I'm saying? He said he bare knuckled him in Omaha. I'm done, bro. He didn't sleep nobody except for the Asterix Avanesian fight. Sean Porter said Errol hit him harder. Sean Porter his dad threw in the towel, so he wasn't asleep. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he can't knock out Errol Spence, absolutely. But for you guys to be like the level of like confidence that you are, I don't see that. I've really intently thought about this fight. I don't see that. You know what I mean? I don't see him putting Errol to sleep. Like Avanesian or like Tank did Leo Santa Cruz. Because if that's his style, like, bro, even Thomas Delorme, we'll take it back a division. Crawford destroyed Delorme with several shots, and he was like, pop, 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 yeah. And he was just like chopping him. Delorme finally goes down like on a knee, but his eyes are open. And I'm not saying the stoppage was bad because I'm not saying it's bad like in terms of the fight should have been allowed to continue. But what I am saying is a guy like Thomas Delorme, you fought him and you stopped him, but you threw a million punches. You threw a million punches at Thomas Delorme, and he kept going down or whatever the case was. He kept going down, and then you kind of dropped him. But you dropped him, and it was just like he was like overwhelmed. He got knocked out before that by Luis Carlos Abregu, who Tim Bradley beat. So he had already been knocked out by the time Crawford got to him, right? And when Jaron Ennis fought the same dude, it didn't take 6 rounds. Jaron Ennis fought the same dude, Thomas Delorme, on his way up at age 23 or whatever age he was. And Jaron Ennis slept him, and he was literally military-style crawling, and he couldn't get up because his legs were like paralyzed. If you don't understand, just say that. Well, go watch those fights. Jaron Ennis hit him like with just like right, like on the top of his head or something. And Thomas Delorme was like in the first round, and he like was crawling. He literally couldn't move. Crawford in 6 rounds, I think it was the 6th round for Thomas Delorme, he started getting off on him, but Thomas Delorme was not sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was, put it this way. If you take Thomas Delorme been knocked out 3 times, Bud Crawford, his was violent, but I wouldn't say it's as violent. Like the guy, when Abreu and Jaron Ennis, those look more brutal. Like he absolutely, like he couldn't even get up another time. Does that make sense? James Parks, what did I say that hates on Bud? Hold on, I got a hot seat, y'all. This is going to be fun. All right, what do you disagree with? You got 30 seconds. James Parks, he said he the biggest Bud hater ever. Okay, what did I say you disagree with? I'm fine with that. You want a name call? So what did I say that was wrong? What did I say that you disagree with? You have 30 seconds in the hot seat. Watch this, y'all. James Parks, and you better not duck this work. What did I say that you disagree with? Everybody type hot seat. Everybody type James Parks. Everybody type James Parks. Ocampo definitely got folded too by Errol. Where's James Parks at? He ducking. Everybody type hot seat or James Parks. Watch me work. Snitch his name in the chat and watch me work. I told you, a bunch of cowards. They call me names and say, oh, you a hater, but they always duck the work. I try to tell y'all. Where you at, James? He's a runner. He's a track star. Bro, always look. Why? Like, where is it? Okay, all y'all, there's been people putting multiple comments. Everybody else could respond multiple times. He can't respond once, and he the one that got called out. Bro, you got 20 seconds. You're not finna disrupt the chat. 15 seconds. Hey, shooters, get ready. We got one on the grill. 10 seconds. James Parks, 5 seconds. Final answer. Told you. Told you. So I'm good with that. If anybody want to say I hate Bud and I'm the biggest hater, but then the moment I ask what they disagree with and then they goes radio silent, you know who won that. All right, shooters, get rid of him. He ducked. He ducked the work. What did you expect? Somebody confirm the kill after you get him. He said user has left the chat. This is what they do. This is exactly what they do. They do a drive-by. They say, oh, you suck, ego. You hate Crawford. But then I ask what they disagree with. Crickets. So, beta male energy. You guys see it. Shout to Cyril. Oh, we got another rat? Who King Grayson? What are he talking about? All right, I'll find him. Hey, get the likes up. Oh no, I'm not. I don't know why he said that, but I'm not. That ain't a real hot seat. Bro, this is what they do. A bunch of drive-by comments. Oh, you hate Arrow. What do you disagree with? Silence. I'm okay if people disagree with my opinion, but you ain't just finna say some stupid stuff. Bro, Errol Spence, he's not acting like this. He's not acting like okay, does Errol Spence seem uptight in this buildup? Yes or no? When you listen to Errol Spence do interviews, or if he's being interviewed by Ray Flores or whatever, does he sound uptight, like he can't take a joke? Yes or no? Bud and his camp know they're not beating Errol. Errol seems poised. And I even felt like that with the media day. Like, Crawford looked good. He looked sharp, But at the same time, I'm wondering if that's overcompensation. Because I highly doubt Errol Spence has his most intense. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not running let me tell you, this is why another reason I did the sparring video, for those who know, they know. If you do a 12-week camp, it's almost as if, like, the closer you get to the fight, you don't really count those weeks as, like, real weeks of hard work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not hard work, like you got to cut a little bit more weight so you're still doing some runs. But I'm talking about, like, hard sparring work. Again, take it with a grain of salt. Different people have different methods, just like cutting weight. Some people will do this for cutting weight. Some people will do this. But by and large, for people who have the biggest fight of their career, they probably not necessarily doing hard sparring. Ego, stop it. I ain't stopping nothing. This fight has nothing to do with Crawford is socially awkward. What? You told me stop it, and then you said some stupid stuff. What are you even saying, bro? Stop what? Man, get these bums out of here, bro. He's talking about stop. What am I supposed to stop? Stop having an opinion on my YouTube channel? Get him out of here. Y'all wasting my time. Get him out of here, bro. Bro, listen how stupid. That's like me telling Christopher Nolan to stop directing movies. Like, I just, bro, listen, I just show up on the Oppenheimer. Listen, I just show up on the Oppenheimer set and I say, nah, like, shut it down, Chris, and tell Christopher Nolan to stop directing movies. Y'all sound stupid as hell, bro. Every time. Like, how you gonna tell somebody at their job, doing their job, you came in to visit them at their job, and you tell them to stop doing their job? That's pretty stupid, yo. He's like, come on, Ego, stop it. What? Stop creating content so my money can go down? Like, what are you saying? Bro, I just feel there's some overcompensation from Team Crawford. He's trying to, literally, he worked out. Like, hold on. Bro, Crawford literally looks like he had to put on muscle to bulk up, and then they put a filter on the picture. Errol's not doing that, bro. Look. Bro, he put a filter. Look at his lips. Pause. Bro, his hair, his hair is red. Like, you don't have red hair like that. So he looks shredded and looks shaped, but there's also a filter on it. Errol is not doing, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said overcompensation. Errol knows he melts people's faces. Errol knows he's a big, strong welterweight who's on the verge of moving up to 154 here soon. So he doesn't have to, like he'll post progress pictures, but he's not doing all the, I don't even know that Errol Spence's photo bag, they look like candid photos. Absolutely doing a watch party for this. Okay, look at Errol Spence's shirtless pictures. It's like literally him in the middle of working out, literally him like standing with his son on a track. He's not like flexing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like Crawford is like he's trying to have an intimidate, like show he's trying to show people the work. Like, look at where I'm at. Does this make sense? That's why I said overcompensation. Look at Crawford. Like he's like literally like Bruce Lee flexing. You know what I mean? Errol Spence, go just hear what I'm saying. Go look at Errol Spence's shirtless pictures where he's posting progress pictures. It's just him and like he got a cameraman in camp, and they just catching candids. That's what you usually see. You know what I'm saying? You don't see like spray tans and the person is like necessarily all like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then putting filters on it. That's just me personally. So it's like you almost have to like show, like almost like even with Adrian Broner, people said he was like out of shape and then he has to prove him wrong. So he's like flexing to show that he's like in shape now. It just feels like you're trying harder. Like some people are funny naturally, like naturally comedians or comedic, and then some people try to be funny. I just feel like a lot of Bud's method in this particular fight, he has to try to be like durable. Errol Spence is just durable. He showed you that in his career. He flew through a car. You know what I'm saying? So he just that's just naturally who he is. Errol's a big welterweight. He don't got to gain muscle. He just got to get a nutritionist and stay within a certain place and then do his weight cut. Bud looks like he's like in full like competition mode. You know what I mean? Like he's like everything is like a competition. Like they say Errol, like, and then some of it actually coincide. Errol Spence started posting like shirtless pictures and then like of his fight, and then people were like, damn, Errol's in shape. Then Bud started posting. That Bud picture came out after. I promise you, bro. It's like it almost like Crawford has been living in the shadow of Errol Spence. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like he's living in the shadow of Errol Spence. Like he's always a step behind. Like Errol Spence will have these taglines and then Crawford will start saying them, or his team. Like, man, I've studied this extensively. Errol Spence, he was at the shark knocking at the door and he put out the merchandise, right? He put out the shirts. That's what he chose to do. The reason I'm saying Crawford living in his shadow is because Errol Spence and his creative team or him or whoever got a nice graphic designer and they've been doing this little shark knocking at the door theme, and then he put out strap season shark shirts. Crawford waited and seen Errol Spence do that with the merch drop. People was buying them, and I know people that bought them strap season shirts. And then Bud came out with an Aquaman shirt where he coming out the water. Bro, Bud coming out the water like Bud Momoa, like some Aquaman. I never seen anyone buy that shirt, bro. I've never, like, listen, dead homies, I have never seen anyone with a Terence Crawford shirt that was not affiliated with Terence Crawford. Me personally, I can't speak for y'all. I have never seen, bro, Bud's logo is like some dude like this. I've never seen like just been at the store or went to a fight and somebody got the TBC, the Jesus Christ or whatever, Jesus Bud Christ, Jesus Bud Crawford shirt. I've never seen anyone, not like Keyshawn or Shakur, somebody who's rocking with him, or Bernie. I'm talking about like a straight, like just people. I've seen people with strap season shirts, bro. Errol Spence got a little movement with the merch drop. So my point is, Errol's not waiting for people to make a move and then making the move. He's just making whatever move feel comfortable. So it seems like Crawford's just always a step behind. Yeah, he got that damn evolution graphic. Bro. Bro, he got the evolution graphic. Y'all know what I mean? Bro, Bud graphic, this, look. Bro, Bud got the Vitruvian Man. This, don't tell me that, look. That's what Bud Crawford, tell me, dead homies. That's what Bud Crawford, every time I see that, I see the Vitruvian Man. That's Bud, that's what it is. Look, this is what, this is Bud Crawford logo on Dead Homies. Bro, hold on. I'll bring it on the screen, dog. Vitruvian Man, bro. That's what you, like, you ripped that off. Bud also said something, or actually Bernie said it. Bernie said something I found very interesting. He said everybody, hold on, I'm gonna get to it in a second. Hold on. Tell me this don't look like Bud logo. Vitruvian Bud. That, bro. Wait, and let me see if I can pull this up. Y'all pissing me off. Hold, please. Bro, come on, stop playing, bro. Look, tell me that's not Bud logo. Look, look. Look, that's not Bud logo? Look, I told you. You copied your logo, dog. I'm too smart with it, bro. I see your graphic designer copied that. Why does it fit dead in place? You didn't even know you had a stolen logo. Your logo is stolen. Look, tell me, that don't line up perfectly. Bud is the Vitruvian Man. How am I crazy? That it don't line up perfectly? All right, well. I always get called names for cooking and being honest. Bro, look, it lines up perfect. Look at the feet. So they got the same footwork. Vitruvian Bud. Bud didn't even know he got a copy. This is copyright infringement, bro. You stole your logo. You didn't put the other arms in there. Bro, what is this logo? Like, my thing, man, get out of here, bro. What does this logo even mean? Like, what do I mean? Block Lisa Stewart. You better start an OnlyFans. Leave me alone. Listen, what does this logo even mean? Like, Jordan got the logo where he dunking. I've never seen Bud walk out like Michael Jackson like this. So where did this even come from? Bro, when did Bud ever did? Bro, when Bud, tell me what fight Bud came out like MJ. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Skinhead, deadhead, everybody going back to your rich allegation. Bro, when did he do that pose? I've never seen him do that, ever. He the black Jesus. All right, bro. So he crucified Bud. Bro, Bud said, keep it in the closet. Do the lava. Won't dare you. Nakapakapia. Liberian girl, you know that, but Crawford changed your world. Bro, get Liberian Bud. Oh my gosh. Nakapakapia. Liberian girl, you know that you. Boom, doom, 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 doom. I gave her money. I gave her car. I gave her everything, but she promised me forever. Bro, Bud talking about Look, shout out to Machiavelli. But all you got to do. I'm done, bro. Is it just a lie? Woo! I never seen Bud walk out to no fight like that. Like he giving his kids a hug. When he did that? The passion of Bud Christ. Bro, get it. Whatever, bro. Whatever. I can't wait. July 29th. July 29th, bro. I'ma die if he come out to MJ this. He ain't coming out to no MJ. Whatever. Do you think Crawford is gonna take away Errol's jab? Like Brooke did in the beginning of their fight? No. How does Bud take away his jab? I mean, like, I never really. How do you take away someone's jab? I never really understood that. How you take away someone's jab? Like, you could just keep jabbing. Like, okay, you can have a jab and it's not successful. There's like so many different ways you could throw a jab. Up jab. You know what I'm saying? You could have like a rangefinder jab, a popping jab, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different types of jabs. How you just take it away if the person just commits to it? You might be able to take it away in a spot, but what if they just and they just stay on it? Like, how you take it away, bro? Like, not take it away for a chunk of time, but you just take it away and they can't get it back. Like, you just can't find. If you can't find a rhythm, you don't stop doing it. Bro, I literally can't wait for this fight, bro. And like, I still, like, one of the biggest things I'm not understanding is the people breaking down this fight. What do you watch? Point me in the direction of the Bud Crawford fights I should watch that has this miraculous thing that y'all talking about. What Bud fight, like, okay, what's Bud's best performance against the greatest guy in welterweight? Listen to what I'm saying. Take whoever you think the best guy that Bud fought at welterweight is, and tell me what his most sensational performance is at welterweight. I'm just curious, like, how you guys arrive at your conclusions. Porter, the fight that his team said he was losing up until he created a stoppage. Okay, Sean Porter coming right up. So, Bud, y'all saying it like he Pernell Whitaker. This is Bud. This is round 2. I'm glad y'all said Porter. I set you up. You fell for the mousetrap. This is round 2 of the Sean Porter fight. Okay. Okay, so Sean Porter, this is round 2. So this is him getting hit flush by round 2. And then y'all say Errol Spence has no defense. Well, who did Errol Spence get hit? Like, he getting hit flush with his hands down, doing the soldier boy. Bro, Bud said, soldier boy, tell him. You, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about? Bro, Bud really hit the soldier boy on him. Soldier boy, tell him. You! Sean Porter was a podcaster and said, you! And look, this is in the second round. He gonna have to be a lot crispier than that. And look at Sean Porter making that face like he meant that point. Like, Bro, look, it said on the screen. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people are acting like Bud doesn't get hit, like he Floyd. Like he just like he like that's what I don't understand. Do you watch boxing? Do you fools watch boxing, or do you just skim through it? He gets hit. So people, y'all just told me that was his best performance. I'm showing you by round 2 he get hit flush. All right, get hit flush early by Errol Spence. It's not going to look good. Look, Sean Porter. He said, That's why I'm saying I don't understand these legendary breakdowns y'all talk about. Bro, this is Sean Porter, round 3. Y'all stupid. Look, he get hit flush. Look at his feet. Round 3, and Sean Porter hit him. And look at his feet, and he rocked back. Bro, I got videos coming. I've been doing my research. Look, he got hit flush. Look at Sean Porter like, And Bud get hit like this and go back like that. And then he hit his glove because he know that hurt. And he had to reset. Look, and that's him touching it. Look, he's like, ouch. Bud said, owie. You see what I'm saying? So why are I just showed you 2 individual clips from round 2 and 3. He can't get hit with shots like that in round 2 or 3 versus Errol Spence. And talking about some ouch, owie, ouch. Bro, Errol Spence, if you get too far behind, your eyeballs is out of there. They're out of there of all time. So I'm just curious why people keep saying Errol get hit, but I'm showing you, if I could play the clip without a copyright strike, then I would play the clip, but I can't. Like, literally getting hit in 2 rounds. Like, okay, here's the question. This picture from the Sean Porter fight, and it wasn't a prime Sean Porter, right? Show me Mayweather in the 2nd round versus someone who was like, people thought was like retired, and he's looking like that. What, Shane Mosley? But Shane Mosley was not coming off a 450-day layoff. Shane Mosley hurt Floyd. That's one person in 50 fights. And Shane Mosley is explosive, and he was coming off the Antonio Margarito win. So he wasn't fighting podcast Mosley. So you guys, literally, I asked you who's the best name that that Crawford fought. I ain't worried about no rats. Listen, I asked you who's the best name that Crawford fought, and he looked sensational. And you guys told me the one fight where I easily show you a picture in seconds where he's getting tagged in the 2nd round, and then his own trainer says you're down on the scorecards. So that's his best performance. And then you tell me it's like Errol gets destroyed in 2 rounds and all this stuff. That's why I don't understand. So again, I could be wrong. I'm human, but I don't see your vision based on what I've seen from both fighters. Right? And that's just that's one person. That's one fight. I've been researching Crawford fights. Unlike some of y'all that just get on here and say who's going to win. I don't do that. I literally break down the fight. This is not a personal, like, oh, I hate this guy. I don't do none of that. I'm really looking at the fight. Bro, this is the first 2 rounds. Look at that jab from Kell Brook. Look, Crawford getting popped. So this is a completely different fight. It's still within the first 2 rounds, and he getting hit. Like, so y'all say Errol, look, round 1, bro, look at round 1, and he getting hit. You can see it on his face, and he getting hit. So again, I am imploring you to prove me wrong. People are saying that, oh man, Errol Spence get hit too much. I'm showing you the first 3 rounds of Crawford fights where he's getting tagged. Look, that Kell Brooks punch. Look at his hands. How could he block that? You know he ate that. You know he ate that. This is in round 2 of a Kell Brooks. I've been doing studies, y'all. I've been studying my craft. Y'all say Errol get hit too much. So Errol Spence, look, he getting hit flush with the jab. Round 2. Why do I have this many pictures for y'all? Because y'all don't know about boxing. Bro, y'all better stop playing with me. Look, round 3, this is Kell Brook, a washed version of Kell Brook, and look at Crawford. That's why I'm asking and begging you. He's begging to tell me, because you guys are saying he going to take away Errol's jab in the first couple of rounds, but he's not taking away Kell Brook's jab in the first couple of rounds. You said he going to take Errol Spence jab and knock Errol out in the first 3 rounds, but he didn't knock out Benavidez with one leg in the first 3 rounds. He's never really knocked any welterweight out like Bundu'd him, like Wilder Helenius them, except for Avanesian, and I'm not counting that because the fight should have been. He should have had a glove change with that fight thing, with the glove fiasco. Because here's the thing. The glove fiasco in a major fight like this in Vegas, that's not happening. I can assure you. Whoever they got to replace Bob Bennett in INSAC, they're not. If his glove exploded, the fight is going to be stopped until they situate that. It's on Showtime pay-per-view, a major network, not Black Planet TV or whatever, and not no damn Omaha commission where they just say, oh, just let him keep fighting. This will not happen. I'll do a free $1,000 giveaway if there's a glove fiasco and Crawford's gloves look tattered and explode like they did in his last fight, and in the INSAC, the Vegas commission says, okay, who cares? Just keep fighting with these exploded gloves on Showtime pay-per-view when people pay their money. So that's a dub. That's not going to happen. He said the gloves were splitting before the fight introduction. And again, under the bigger microscope, none of that stuff will be allowed to happen. And here's the other thing people aren't talking about. Avanesian, he wasn't super aggressive, but he wasn't really doing bad. If you look at up until the stoppage, Avanesian didn't look terrible. He you could say, oh, maybe he should have been more offensive, but he didn't look absolutely terrible. Like he wasn't getting like body bagged. And Crawford has a lot of fights like that where it might be tooth and nail with Mean Machine, and then he finds a way to pull away. I don't think that's a good game plan versus an Errol Spence to be losing like he did versus Sean Porter or Mean Machine or Delorme or Gamboa, and then expect this explosive grand finale where you turn everything around because you switch stances or whatever against a fundamental bigger guy who inflicts punishment and melts your face up to the point where by that time you might have physical ailments or like physically the structure of your face may begin to have started to break, right? So if you wait till it's the 5th, 6th round and you haven't done nothing too sweet to Errol Spence, it might just be he just warm up and then keep going. And then put on more money, and more punishment. That's why I'm saying stylistically, the more I've thought about this fight since it's actually happening, you guys can say, oh, you hate Crawford and all that garbage. I don't hate any boxer, including Crawford. I don't hate him. I look at a matchup and I break down a matchup. Stylistically, I don't see how this favors the smaller person that I'm showing you in these damn pictures gets hit early in the fight by guys that I view to be lesser than current Errol Spence Jr. He's literally getting tagged in the first fight, in the first couple of rounds. So I don't see this, oh, Crawford's going to outbox him, slick outbox him in this wizardry. I don't see, where's the wizardry? I'm literally watching the same fights y'all watching, but y'all see this magical, mythical wizardry. Oh, he destroys bigger guys in sparring. I don't get to see that, so I'm not worried about that. How can I judge something I've never seen? So again, for Crawford to win, he literally has to put it all together on that given night and kind of do something completely different that he hasn't really showed all put together in one night, which again, it could happen, but me being a realist, I got to use conventional wisdom, and I'm going with what I feel. I don't know why Errol's even the underdog, to be honest, but whatever. To me, the underdog here is the more safe bet. Even if the fight is super competitive, Errol, to me, if no one gets knocked out, right? Let's just pretend it goes 12 and nobody gets knocked out. I think it'll be more evident that Crawford has been in a fight based on the status of his face and like maybe see him grimace to a body shot or something like that than Errol, the naturally bigger person. Does that make sense to everybody? Because Crawford could switch styles left to right. Who cares? That like there's been a lot of switch hitters and they lost fights. So why would I be worried about that? And you're doing it against a naturally bigger guy with almost equal reach, and he's a natural southpaw. So I think Crawford's been able to get away with his athleticism versus other guys. He's faster than other guys. Their minds don't think. They can't enforce their will on him. Some of the guys were at later stages of their career. Some of the guys had T-Rex arms. They don't have the reflexes like Crawford. Bro, anybody who can match Crawford's wits in speed a bit or timing gave him issue. Jose Benavidez. Gamboa, he can match him with the timing and speed until the fight was over. So Jose Benavidez, Gamboa, Sean Porter was like he's like a fast starter, fast guy. You dig what I'm saying? Mean machine. He was real effective with his timing and composure and stuff. And I think the more Crawford get hurt, the more he get desperate. And me personally, I don't like that. I don't want to see a fighter fight fire with fire all the time. Floyd Mayweather, he might have got knocked out by Shane Mosley if he did that. If he just immediately tried to go to war with him. And here's the thing. This is why I say this switch hitting is almost like a gimmick. Y'all got to get the likes up. This is why I say the switch hitting is almost like a gimmick. That's Crawford's that's his and one trick. Right? Here, man, come on. I'm the best doing it. Look it. Crawford's, one of his X factors is his athleticism and his and one tricks. But the problem with and one tricks, if you get a fundamentally sound basketball player like Kobe Bryant that plays in the NBA, who's not like Spud Webb size, so you don't have this insane height advantage over him, all that hot sauce and ball behind the back and crazy crossovers, they got the footwork, the fundamentals, the hand and eye coordination, the speed and quickness to match wits with you to a degree. So all that hot sauce and professor stuff is out the window. So here's the thing. This is why I'm going with Errol. One of the main reasons why I'm going with Errol and conventional wisdom is picking me because he's fundamental. So like Tank Davis, he has fundamentals. If he was fighting Eastside Pitbull Cruz and he was purely a brawler, Pitbull Cruz might have beat him because when he hurt his hand, you have to revert to something. Tank, even though he's an explosive guy and he's an explosive boxer puncher with crazy power, hurt his hand. Now he can revert to his teachings and his basics and then use a jab and one hand to keep a rugged Pitbull Cruz, to keep guys off of him. If you fight a Pitbull Cruz and then you pick up an injury and don't have a fundamental to fall back on, then you're cooked because Pitbull Cruz is going to sense blood and in that. But Tank is a special fighter who he can walk you down, obviously, but he don't have to do that. So he can always revert back to the fundamentals. So you always like Pacquiao. Pacquiao's a good athletic fighter. Juan Manuel Marquez is a good technical fighter from Mexico with the ability to counter. So Pacquiao, especially in his younger years, he like jumping around and stuff like that. That's cool. But you seen what happened in that fourth fight. He got lined up for that right. You thought you were going to just jump and stutter step and and then you got hit with the right and you got laid out. That's for fundamentals. Marquez is nowhere near Pacquiao's speed. That's why I'm saying you guys keep getting hyped off of Crawford, like athleticism and speed, which has been to this point very good. But Marquez, like in here, I'm going to take it a step further because I am literally the best in boxing history. I would venture to say that Pacquiao's speed and athleticism versus Juan Manuel Marquez's speed and athleticism, there's more of a variance there than Terence Crawford's athleticism and Errol Spence's athleticism. So you could say Crawford's faster than Errol Spence, but I think there's more of a variance in terms of sheer athleticism and speed to Pacquiao and Marquez, meaning Marquez is much slower, noticeably slower than the southpaw Pacquiao. Much slower. Crawford is faster than Errol Spence, I give you that, but it's not as wide a gap as some people think. Errol Spence is not like this slow sloth type of dude that can't think fast, that has no footwork and all this other stuff that y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You see what I'm saying? And timing beats speed. So that's why I go with the fundamental. Pacquiao fought Floyd. Timing beats speed. Pacquiao could be faster than Floyd. Zab Judah was beating Floyd Mayweather with speed. Floyd adjusted the timing and the guy with the more fundamental, not Zab Super Judah. Listen, I'll say like this. Zab Judah is one of the most athletically talented boxers of all time. But if that's all it took is this freakish athleticism, Roy Jones and Zab Judah would have never, ever lost. Roy would have never lost to Antonio Tarver. Zab Judah would have never lost to Costa Tszyu. Costa Tszyu is not as fast as Zab Judah, but he was like more of a technical brawler. Floyd Mayweather can do everything. He on both sides, offense, defense, blah, blah, blah. Zab was faster. You see what I'm saying? Cotto versus Zab Judah. Cotto beat Zab by stoppage. Cotto is not as fast as Zab Judah, but he beat him with technique. That's what I see here. And the Bud buddies get mad, oh, you hate Bud and all this goofy stuff. No, I'm going off of what I think will happen based on what I've seen happen in these matchups. Bud has never faced the pressure he will experience against Spence. He's going to wind up overwhelmed. And the other thing is, I truly think Bud is a front runner, meaning if he's neck and neck with you, ahead of you, or just a little behind you, he's good. If he's 10 rounds, and he lost them all, he's going to drown. I do believe that. If Errol Spence is melting, but just hypothetically, if Errol Spence has hurt Bud to the body, closing his eye, and it's round 8, right? Bud got 4 rounds to get it done. And if he like badly was losing the first 8, I don't see how he'll turn that around. The times he's turned it around is when he's like kind of neck and neck with the person. Or ahead of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Thomas Delorme was beating him, but he wasn't like destroying him. Errol Spence kind of destroys stuff. So it's just a different proposition, people. Just like Michael Jai White showing Kimbo Slice the speed of 3 jabs. The slower one connected because of timing. Like Ego said, speed ain't always the key. Facts. I remember that he got the prison suit. He had the orange jumpsuit. I seen that. I believe that Bud is going to fight if he behind. But when you fight a technical, fundamental, basic guy or whatever people are saying with some defense and ring generalship power, southpaw, the more desperate you get, usually the worse it get for you. Because the only thing is Errol Spence, he can't be a dummy. He can't just go out there and like give Bud what he's looking for and be way up and then let Bud home run him. So Errol can't let his ego get to the best of him, but just stick to the game plan. And that's what him and Derek James pretty much do. I think we also seen it with Jermell Charlo and Castano. Similar kind of matchup. I'm talking about the rematch. If you look at Jermell Charlo and Castano. Castano's a bit smaller, and I would say he's a bit faster than Jermell Charlo. It's not that Jermell Charlo is super slow, but being the smaller person and that style that he's comfortable with, that Argentina kind of Sergio Martinez type of style that Castano has, I think he was faster. First half of the fight, super competitive, and then Jermell using technique and boxing well, standing his ground when needed, but then boxing and just mixing them. Jermell was able to start pulling away, and then he got the knockout. Literally, that's what I think happens here. I think it'll be competitive. When both guys are on full energy, it's going to be highly competitive, high-speed chess match. And then especially if Crawford hasn't done no miraculous like damage or something like that, or got a knockout early, then it's going to progressively slip away from him. Kind of like the Castano fight, where you start seeing the separation. Errol just got to be himself, just got to use his tools, and just got to be smart. You know, I mean, for me, the biggest X factor is Crawford does have great athleticism, and he has been able to flip a switch and kind of turn it off and turn things around. So I'm not ruling that out completely. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I'm not asking for sympathy. I make a lot of money doing this. I enjoy doing this and whatever. But I'm literally the best in the business, and it's not even close. And I give you an objective breakdown. Even though I'm picking Errol Spence, I'm taking the time out of my day to break down what I see and why I see it happening. I'm not just, people are like, oh, you hate Crawford. If I hate Crawford, I would just say, F you, I'm picking Errol. I don't do that. I get on here and do a professional podcast style stream and tell you why I'm picking Errol Spence. Or whatever the matchup is. It's all about the matchup, bro. And I think styles make fights, and I think that'll be evident here. And the fact that Errol's such an underdog, he literally has nothing. Like, I feel like the pressure, when you're not supposed to be Superman, that's when you can surprise people. When you're supposed to be Superman, you can't get hurt. You can't get, like, Floyd had to be perfect because he talked trash and people expected so greatly of him. You know what I mean? Crawford, he's the favorite. Like, you the one that has all the skill and Errol sucks. So I really feel like the pressure's on Crawford anyway. Crawford got to perform. Crawford, the one with all knockout. Errol already, that's just in and of itself. Look at that. Errol don't have all knockouts, so he don't have to maintain this perfect knockout resume at welterweight. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Errol already don't got that because he fought better competition. I don't think Crawford would have that if he fought PBC. If he fought all PBC dudes at the times, he might have beat them. He might have beat some of them. Might have lost to some of them. Who knows? Because he didn't do that. But Crawford, the one, he got to maintain this. Like, Errol don't got no perfect right. He didn't stop Mikey. He didn't stop Sean Porter. So he don't have to worry about, like, oh, my fans are going to be disappointed if I don't get the stoppage. We've already seen you beat people up and not get the stoppage. Danny Garcia. You see what I'm saying? Crawford, he's the Superman. He's Superman from Omaha. He got to get the stoppage. Errol's super basic. Crawford, you know, they're saying he gonna win. He's the favorite. So I see the pressure being on him more. And I think it's just crazy to watch boxing and then read comments and see that we're watching the same fights, and what I'm seeing is a million times different than allegedly what some of you guys are seeing. Errol gets hit too much. Errol don't get out the way of the shots. This is Crawford, though. Errol get hit too much. Like, bro, okay, so this is round 2 of the Sean Porter fight. Sean Porter was coming off a 450-plus day layoff. That's longer than Errol's layoff. And Sean Porter said he knew he was retiring and didn't train like his daddy wanted to him. This is a different fight, people. Oh, let me finish the N1 conversation. Let me finish the N1 conversation in comparison. So what I was saying is this is like all that N1 stuff at the Rucker and Professor and Hot Sauce and breaking ankles. That's cool when you playing locals at the Rucker. But that athleticism and that, you know, trick shots and all this other stuff and breaking people's ankles, do that to Kobe Bryant, who has fundamentals. Kobe Bryant, I literally seen him hurt his dominant hand and then start scoring buckets all with his left hand. That's fundamentals. Do you see why I prioritize fundamentals so heavily? I'm not saying you can't be a fundamental fighter and lose, because you could fight like an idiot and still possess fundamentals. But I don't see Errol Spence doing that. Bro, put Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, in there with like an and one player. The and one player is cooking everybody at the rucker. Kobe is insanely competitive. What happens if Kobe's bigger than the and one player, insanely competitive, and he's able to stick to the fundamentals of the game? He's learned the fundamentals of the game, and you're trying to do like trick shots and like study his footwork, and he's light on his feet. He's fleet-footed, and you're trying to like do all this and one trickery, wizardry. What happens if that don't work? Kobe, like I just said, having fundamentals, hurt his right hand. He's scoring buckets all with the left. Right? So as it relates to Crawford, I really feel like that ambidextrous thing, the switch hitting, is kind of a stupid point against an elite fighter, because you're really not going to be as good at one stance as you are for the other. So you're really kind of like a one-sided fighter. You could just switch in certain pockets, but you'll probably be doing better in one stance over the other. So I've never, okay, tell Crawford to fight the whole fight as a right-hander. That would impress me. Beat Errol Spence without switching to southpaw one time. He won't do it. Promise you that. So you guys keep talking about switch hitting, but he can't stay in one position. He can't just fight like Canelo or Floyd, just right-hander stuff. Canelo don't switch to southpaw, or at least often he don't do it. Floyd Mayweather in his bigger fights, he don't like just do that. So that's why I said it's kind of gimmicky. And again, what if you do it and then they got your number in both stances because they have fundamentals? Then what do you do when the rabbit is already at the hat and you've already tried your and one magic trick? Do you see what I'm saying? What do you like? Okay, I'm gonna try to clean it up. If Errol's getting the best of you as a right-hander and you say, okay, bump, I'm gonna switch to my southpaw stance. So you're in the right hand, you're in your right hand stance, right? And then Errol's like, bow, rocking your head back. And you're like, okay, hold on. And you switch stances. And he's still bow, rocking your head back. Now what? You're getting cooked in all. Would you just keep like that's why I said it's kind of a gimmick. Like, you're probably predominantly better at one, which Crawford is. He's a better southpaw. So if you can't win that battle, you're going to switch back to a right-hander, and he's cooking you as a right-hander. So he has to find success as a southpaw, in my opinion. Kell Brook was killing Bud from the right-handed side before he switched to the left. Exactly. So this is basically an elite level southpaw versus southpaw battle to see how well Errol always fights predominantly right-handers. Errol is used to that. Crawford is not the best right-hander. He's not a better right-hander than Andre Ward is a right-hander. He's not a better right-hander than Floyd Mayweather is a right-hander, right? I could think of 1,000 other. He's not a better right-hander than Julio Cesar Chavez was a right-hander. So I could think of 1 million right-handers that are better than Crawford. So again, for me, it is pertinent that he either A, has to do some kind of hybrid and keep tricking Errol, maybe, or he has to win the southpaw on southpaw battle and Errol can't get with him. But again, when you have fundamentals, all that switching and stuff, like, okay, you're switching, and he popped the jab out. You can get hit in transition and get dropped because you in the middle of like your feet is switching from one mode to another mode. You see what I'm saying? It's like driving a stick car versus an automatic. The guy driving the stick, you can stall out the clutch. If you're driving the automatic, and the car is fully functional, you don't stall out an automatic whip. So Errol is an automatic because he's only southpaw. He's not looking to switch to a right-hand stance. Crawford is, if we're talking about automobiles, he's a stick shift, but you can stall out your clutch if you don't make the transition from gear 1 to gear 2 smoothly. That's boxing too. Like if you're at the light and then you put it in the park and then you try to go and you know what I'm saying? Like you just stall out your clutch. So I don't see this whole switch hitting as being like the major factor. I don't think you're going to be able to keep doing it at an elite level. Because if you keep switching, the person's going to get hip to that. Anything you do in boxing, if you just keep doing it and it's not working, the person probably will get hip to that. And Errol has such a presence. He has a Golovkin type of presence, but more athleticism, southpaw. He's durable like Golovkin. You might not have the power. And I keep telling you guys, Crawford is not a good inside fighter. That is not his bag. When he was fighting Sean Porter, Porter was making it uncomfortable, and he would try to turn him and then gunna like sling a crazy shot and then like try to get that in. But Porter was pretty good early rounds, like weaving and dodging the shots. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford, he'll try to spin you and stuff like that. When it's he doesn't want to engage in the inside work. I can assure you that, bro. For large chunks of this fight, that's not going to be what he wants to do. You're not going to want to get in the phone booth with Errol and y'all both like right here with it and bop, 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 ha, ha, ha. You'll lose that battle easy because then you're fighting his fight. That's just crazy. But Errol makes guys fight his fight, which is why I don't understand why people don't give him credit. Like, so you think Floyd Mayweather got a worse defense than Terence Crawford? And Floyd had a black eye messing with Errol Spence with headgear. I mean, I've seen Floyd spar with headgear. I don't know why he would have. I mean, I'll ask my contacts that were there for the fight, but he probably had headgear and got a black eye. Floyd defense is a million light years ahead of Crawford. Exhibit A. Exhibit B. So Crawford gets hit. I don't understand that whole conversation. And he's not a better inside fighter. And if somebody makes it their night, makes it their fight, like Caleb Plant, this is kind of like Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez, but I don't think Terence Crawford will have a 5-round lead or whatever Caleb Plant had versus Benavidez. Errol tends to figure it out quicker. Bro. And here's the other thing. If Errol takes Crawford's shot well, then what's I don't know. I feel like that pressure burst pipes, y'all. Pressure burst pipes. Matt Trees, why you say that though? He said, watching the media workout, I feel like Spence and Derek in their heads. Why are you saying that? It's not that I disagree. I'm just curious. Why did you say that? What makes you say that? And then I'll comment. The other thing, Errol got power in both hands. So, figured like theoretically, if Bud keeps switching, he literally can have both of his eyes like in bad shape. Like, okay, put it this way. I believe when he fought Kell Brook, it was Kell Brook's left eye, right? That was all messed up. But if he keeps switching, then there's a chance, since Errol has power in both hands, there's a chance that both of his eyes can start showing like markings. That would be horrible. That would be like Nightmare on Elm Street for Crawford if both of your eyes start swelling. So that's what I'm saying. The whole switching, y'all missing me with the repeated switching at will. I don't really see that having a lot of success at the elite level if you abuse it. If you use it sparingly and it just throws Errol so off. But again, Derek James and Errol are smart enough to get southpaw work and right-hander work. They're not going to just fight all southpaws. They know what they up against. Bro, if both your eyes go waiver, Arrow, God bless you. I can break this fight down all. Like I said, I'm going to be right or wrong. The Bud Buddies can say whatever they want. I don't really care. He said, to me, they seem a bit rattled. I agree. I feel like they have something to prove, and they know they're the outsider. This ain't Top Rank. This ain't Christina Poncher doing your interviews. And it's the biggest fight. And everyone, and like, see, this is the thing that's bothersome with Crawford. He says he's not affected by what people are saying, but you can tell he's affected because he cares what people are saying. Like Bud's like so angry, he wants to prove people wrong. I mean, we're going to see July 29th. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll be back with some more heat, Boxingego, and I'm signing out. Deuces.